you know, Tianya Bokosa, Adopa the Libre Sopa, Ebufu,
innocent more cordial, Ebufu of Kafra.
The Yamiasa, what did they hear? You will be there.
Nanyamini and Boafo.
Can't complain.
All right. Okay, so I shall say free innocent way. Innocent. Yes, surrounding demonstration. I think, of course, so some of the SFs are and social media and the Rebecca say just by the way. Now you were you kind say my web you almost say your mobile from so mu committee. The mu ya say omudi march pass mu omoye demo. Boys ni bi so chere say omode ready nti no mobile. Na say ready no ne boy den. Obi so just what me say obi so say abro nya asem o kan no na nya asem bia ene ebisa na say asem be ne kan o kan o se ni refi asem kro no on kai nti utimi say leadership na o organize here which is the youth wing Salam Mustafa em say one communicative reason na ma demonstrators no nti na akoye a bit challenge but so far so good. The demonstration was very successful. Your take on it?
Yeah. They did come mention na mention take for na mention solo so. Na menka say da bia yete ha ya no da me ye nyina ye he say democracy. Ene na ebo ye chidoma ye de nam as a country bi anim ye for no. Ye betimi a hyemo kena na ye mo aye den na etimi aboa ma the kind of economic social dividends we achieve as a country no yen sabeka. So at any point in time anything that threatens our democracy bia no I am not sure say obi ebe sore akaso or support it. So say opiti of my no feel dissatisfied turn of event Nema air cost no free so beat it and a 500 so yes our Kwenya as Ghanaian because I'm quite Pensacola one quite two now see demonstration or by idea me I cannot begrudge Obia or say or me yes Accra na a bit defeat UFS things that I've stood for in the past because like I said so be aggrieved that demonstrations, protestation are constitutional, legitimate tools. Obia betimi use are the best pressing in within the system. Mama who said things has to be done right, and your constitutional framework saw the need that almost slip those concept into our constitution. But they say, yeah, it's not about doing the demonstration. It is about the cause and the why. They that demonstration. And on that, dear. And then MPP as a political party within 8 months our free power. 8 million the moral courage. 8 million now so to the people of this country say omo ye demonstration. Demonstration, you know, it's not about anything. Now mum yeah harass it or munkro for sometimes you see when you way into such a conversation, and then there are a lot of things that ever want people. The question is in some no more cannot so ampa. Ukoma, there is absolutely no basis in any of these arguments because nipa no mwachi omono. For instance, omobo won to me want to me arrest and political witch hunts and intimidation anyway. This is a gentleman wakoje or mine seeker over millions of dollars. So or the beye jumadi one yet. And that was one of the bases. This is Obia. What's some video kogu your friends a forest reserve woman. To forest and man for some atombia, Bosumi Swan on so commission. These are the crimes of this gentleman, and I know Kahubi and Yoko and other security agencies, friend, investigating. So, Kase, ye intimidating, intimidation on in what sense? Again, I brought your issue by and then you know, I come and say, me, the part and I mean, happy with it, and that prolonged stay now or stay here in police custody no I can't just say nipa no free so why born in 10 time now for no court jail na be jail no open so here but this back and forth near the na share you say Black Maria say ye be bia so am for twa ho ahia say the particular bi na be pia free so at now the day no you are just using the state security machinery advertising fools to become heroes. Because for the first time, the gentleman was on the front page of a newspaper. I don't know, or that's all about newspaper. So you are using the state machinery, free adverts for unwitty and unintelligent individuals are more capitalizing on this kind of idiotic politics just to rise to prominence. You don't use the state machinery to promote these individuals, and that's the side I mean what issue with. But aside that, nobody has so far resting within the MPP and we bet me I can say political witch hunt and answer intimidation. On what basis and this particular demonstration? And you see, and I make as a politics, I don't know what young people are learning today, because there is no decency, there is no morals in our politics, because the MPP should be the last entity to lead a demonstration in this country. And now we were 8 months ago. Ranti omuti se omo ye demonstration Oliver a victim. Yeah. Ya bono de ne kotom ya money bail cry say money bail because why demonstration. Your friend say, me and Madame for Raf and other people, so far no mon so far Okroma and several other individuals. You can intimidation and then your friend say assault to Okroma. Is this small boy out there, your friends social media don't find bongo ideas. A young boy out social media na all na drink as to whether he has capacity or not, you kidnap him from the room. Besin there, when a kidnap on you name nipa crop. What this particular country, Mammy, I know you're more airport. Besin there, when they name your coffee. These are clear cases of kidnapping and your friend is saying adoption. Even midst of that, the for a demonstration, said we were in a state of terror and intimidation. And as a form, it is a thing to say, what moral justification and net war? Because we are winning and nobody decided where because in the first place, they were bold enough to walk into the Jubilee House in front. I could deliver a petition that your friend saying. Chief of Staff for the Vice President na Okanyans Assembly omo ye nipa omo dwena me ehso se nkomo je petition no kofie o se na de motimi aba beduru Jubilee House animu the petition breme we obi a enyansani nka abaje petition akofie cause asem na o kan no there was a time the whole Jubilee House animu ya flag is a no go area a security zone e mo obi anya demonstration ho yeah. And no one no mugu demonstration. Yeah. Now what is the police for Buobi? Police for gave them all the security here just to ensure that demonstrate. Yes, Monya exercise. Monya nobody assaulted anybody. Under their era, Okroma, the banner demonstration called Okroma Yamu Bien to Bien Okroma saying. And they were only advertising how incompetent they are. And I told you the MPP is a sinking entity. Omulusu power no. Adrinya mo mutim how to pause and say, hey, let us do proper reflection and save the party. And then Owusu party. So it means that the center cannot hold as a political entity, and they need to spend time to look at the political party and make sure say or amend. But some of these things is so annoying. It doesn't portray a political party all pretty on wisdom. It's like emotions, that kind of nauseating way no more. Again, John Mahama be the president 6 months. Yeah. Ghana for before money won you say. Onyam prosecutor akromfo be wiaye no. Exactly. And that is the anger Ghana for woman John Mahama. And this a wo kan che so intimidate wa. Sa onyam start ye. Sa intimidation no mo kan no. Start ye. Afa na e ba start. E do win a psychological warfare no mo wage on Ghanaians. So amu ye way just to offset the upcoming offense specter na e ba no. Because oye way na we are ban na won stronger. Obey a bit jittery in calling these people. So I psychological stand and more and I'm telling you say I fall on the other side because Ghana for each one of them, and even people who were leading the demonstration, they are all possible jail candidates because they were all involved in some of these dirty, filthy scandals, corruption across Okroma. In the coming days, they are all going to have their day in court. Yeah. So I think psychologically they need to prepare themselves up because John Mahama within this there is intimidation, there is assault there. No reasonable person will swallow that particular kind of assertion I will make it because what is the basis? The very people now more Ghana for a person can buy a form. You see, John Mahama is the only person or president. Yes, goodwill on his part, and there is nothing that he will do at this time against the MPP. Ghana for supporter. Yes. I'm telling you, even if you wake up today and also that Cromfono or the Omoboka 12 I'm telling you, Ghana for me too. I say because you don't know the sort of anger Ghana for what for this MPP and what they did. well, we say Ohobona or Saint Tagum. And I think that they should just shut up and watch and let the system glide. You do, baby. Now, near my air cost, a clear case of intimidation. You and I can see.
Yeah.
Because when you're a frau, now, your friends say, yet you're more damn say you were just doing politics. I'm afraid I've a I'm detaining you beyond 48 hours. Me no tena ha kan ye. Say it was unnecessary, granting unnecessary audience in as phone because nipa no watch na. Make sure say watch no on good grounds or kwa on ma biem. Maybe that's my point. Now we are what no call ya by any not in the radio so I say so what is the essence of that particular arrest? That's what I'm telling you say. Memeti we say ya o ya then am say mechewa. Me bo modern ache on the grounds me fa wa na wo ma biem. That's me. Me meche on flimsy excuses. And that is what the security agencies should learn. Don't just go and make your friends an idiot popular on TV for just arresting them. Now, I'm not camera, I see say some hero is coming. That is very annoying and very nauseating. Maybe they don't see. Maybe the TV will not be who's answer now. I will just give you what I say. So I think that the MPP and realize Nemo Mayo Chroma say understand a Ghana for persons idea wake up. And I think that they should just shut up and allow your friends at the states to go through the various crimes and after all. So when you're born here, what is your problem? Because states more damn say when you're to any other force and I say, but why you be here? That is how you begin doing some of these things. And the crimes of these people are quite obvious. I am telling you, Don Mahama Nyan started here, and it's not as if he has a choice not to. For Ghana, for we are here watching our eyes like a bull's eye. Because the NDC 4 year way, will be judged based on the kind of prosecution because not them say if these criminals don't go to jail or face prosecution, the Mahama government will never win the heart of the people anymore. And after 1 year, 2 years, Ghana for beside this critical question. So they should get ready. Say, I buy no baby prosecutor if they think that this is persecution. Prosecution properly is coming to start. And Ghana for support to go after these people. Look at this dirty scandals I shall say ever. Our NLA Nina Safonum. Now but Tina Chroma you saw a manpower this and cross the same way Chroma. Now I'm for Batina say, yeah, part in the no. And I am urging the president or any bio of a phone. And that's why we call president also he should cause the arrest of that person because your man boy for and such person should not belong to this society because those are him for now so company they were in this country they saw it but some were giving kickbacks and then as a for they all kept quiet and allowed the system and poor people were suffering in this country. Time has come to go after these people and start demonstration yes, our demonstration way because 8 months nothing has happened. When they arrested and ground on your friends saying legitimate grounds. Why are you intimidating? Why? All the individuals who have been caught so far were linked to specific issues of crime. You are not. Attorney General prepare the docket and ready to know so court now go to court now you are not. But intimidation will have nobody has been intimidated. And I'm telling you that if they see this whole thing as intimidation, a rehearsal ever started. Because they should just wait for the movie now. Because away your friends a free show. First, TV free show. This is just a free show. The main show is about to start.
All right, Solo.
Ivan ene wahwefo nyina no kure wo mun se yankai MPP for say as we speak almost 87 seats in parliament 4 regions omuni MPs ho 5 regions almost 1 MPs each yakani 2 and 3 a party Ghana for ebuefo mu pa. That's the first thing. Now Ghana for before because of Corona on the boy. A group of people are led by Ore Kufadu. Say ye ba before manager Pabye go man where you can go to hell. And for 8 years, Omobesi sa man mo Japadi nyina mo wia ye femfram. Ana Ghana for the community nibre. Ekoto abaye dey etia wo. Eno ntino baby omo no nyese bia ye mistake bi na matese na no mu ba ko kasa isi Ghana for afom o ko fe kro no na se amemu fun tantan na wo fe Mudia na Ghana for afi. And it also motia CSR. Ghana Police Service. Yeah. What is all my recruitment for Frana?
Police dada na.
And yet the 8 years police yeah. In fact, you MPP administration are appointed as a deputy IGP. Near TV da okromo.
Yeah, near TV da.
And the one IGP. And you
hunu korona.
And the same police service now police council no headed by Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia in the last 8 years. Almost the police management board no directions. Omuna hesa ni oma ekoyi ana oma hihye police no kama ana oma jaho no oma dia mai na oba only 8 months ya wo say you are being intimidated it means just ana wasa ye bold say yensuro to be demonstration say dia wo de wunsuro ai and to crowd here why like the demonstration dia ya kura wo mu ni say endra demonstration say endra chi no na post for more than 200 ebo mo ban Police for now, was no. On one side, a job baba ya tata, your call. Jubilee House. Police headquarters. No more police headquarters in just Omuwadia Bakukra. The way manner they were speaking, now I don't blame them. Escafo mantem, or maybe your manisika, and I move from honorable, because you have move from honorable. Obi a one more brother winning the time of free school or buy ya be rap politics when you whole time now friend honorable. What is honorable about such people? Who the among country me man answer who use times look again. Obi a free school about more brow by virtue so support to Tescon and I onya godfather be of politics no and your buy didn't go be maybe ano and sika me no me no to ye tua wo no adile sa bom and odi aye ne hu yi jokwa no yi 10 cedi amount 20 cedi amount was wo ya de are you okay people something must be wrong somewhere to my bold akọ demonstration say adeya ya chi abronye Ghana politics also jaye abronye. Now abronye is a yardstick in Ghana's politics. Tabe na abronye ka se mi betwe ni sakraba man. Obi a wotena also wakoti de bibi station. Me mbokra na my dignify no. Na ya na ngofo bi wa no ma send bi abram se mo hwede wo fa sofo. Me I don't agree with a lot of the things that are so funny here in their various places because and then morality ye nyini na ye kan kwaje ho nsem but see aye sika and your politicians all that they see is who is going to win the who is going to win the next elections you who be free buy ye wo de hwem kom share beba nyina we ne be win primaries we ne and no nyam kwaje tibe have my difficulty but sabi wo tumi for obi papa go si won se na boa kwase ampani he say Bishop Duncan Williams. Now, what did attempt from head to toe? Yes, constitution does not see anything wrong with it. And but why you go after the IGP as a who threaten the threat? A crime,
a criminal offense.
To say a chihuahua. Now, ye young govwa, or no anyway, so more opposition we need to be ready. Thomas sorry, they want a place of we have converge. Now, almost attitude more. Ti abronye ye ko demonstration either than that abra mo che hanan so man go demonstration
David
ye che apalu go demonstration
David
won tumi no go tena fo nto go amount so go me selective
ye che obi o mo ma
che wo ba o mi side ye che a on beba woni ni side dia ye che a onye de o ma no mo ni nwu asem said that mu ba be campaign ya kire se mu ba mu betu keta sehye na ye che o mu a keta sehye de proye ne kankan e bo mu no mu ye demonstration je e be na Ghana for right dem afamo serious e ye sika na wo mu and I agree with you ko street ne so a ade ba kwa nkofo de bojo mama na administration so bo ene se omuntumi prosecute akonfo a mobile munya investigation bia MPP for na wo mu ni bia omo no ehun se ye wi o man na so information dia brem how can the attorney general convince me say yes one na be catch say 548 national service eko every day bia ye hu se bi be ka ho Timi se wo de gadinka wo court eba na wo amend rate no wo de eba no
na wo amend
but no mo court enso no me no ka say give to worry wakwa kwaji position kra GF
yeah
ana me boa Mustafa Yusuf or dash left right center or no crowd here beyond the national service no okay all African games sika pudi a branch here no so Ghana
no adokono ne emu
enti yeah on what basis na nkofogun sawon
bone
esan say woni kamafo wonye politician to no dey offer 1,000 cedis offer bank ne yi no yakochina tum what you wiaye no e wo chance on you enjoy what sort of animal farm are we country are we building 4 legs bad 2 legs good needy I know why I don't blame them esan say start omo aban no so wo mo so ana omo ehunahuna aban we omo kasa bi e bo omo so kasa tantan fun sa ma emre ye ninka so power is transient yenso e ba I don't quite was omo cheche omo gu no dia wo kasa no ko hwe nkratem ne ho bon a me nka so obi nye boni akoche no ba we bu di oba ye boni etara omo da omo ko demonstration me hwa kromfo pa esa kasa ye nsuro ye hunahuna na me hwe di na me say the crow is say the leadership wana let the state be weak and all of us will be weak
yeah
police no omo hunahuna omo esa say omo pese omo ye ne sa na omo di twa afi omo di twa afi na na sie bookeva na omo start na mo say ya kromfo ade na mo anche because that time no aban pressure obeba aban no so that time na ne ba be mo nsem ye bu policies said the nyuma ba kwan ye we ni a ti ye ne be tani hit no so no mo so abe ke ho ne ye tani hit mo so ure fi omo de that time ka so kochi obi be ka so ho kire wo ntina ye de o kochi no whoever is advising this attorney general the all jinamu bia no he is doing himself this country and his very own party the greatest disservice omo esan say buffer stock pa wo hwe pudu a kofo ya be ka kire say na do tamale ya obi abeche ohana ne dan young man no more brother ko he tamale wo de boya mo fam camera no ko wo si abronsa no ko na BMW series no de mamienu kokko eye open secret in tamale o jaje
yeah
Mustafa Hamid oba MBA afi na kala na toso most 280 million and Matisa branch be called the chief justice ye ni free mami say you prosecute yes say the bem 337,000 into omo di million some choide what do me asay asase na one to me you bold and na mo say poyando wono no ye chi wundimi oti kromu na wo ka de ope ana ehunahuna ana ata esu na galamse di ya chi wundimi and I know akogina nsu a ayefi ho se wo san so bo you see sangofu enti na so after wo mo adi bone no so tiase muja wo mo agalam say yes ebe say yi operation your friends Vanguard expend sika bebra ye hu hwe no ene omo ne nam konya ko waterworks ba wonim say yes sense asenso a ehun susuaso ne dana na ehun nsuo no the effect of your actions in the last 8 years no and the cause wa manifest as we jano hwe professor from Pop watch report edi be no wa mo ye bokwa kuba ko ye bo ye friend say Botozwa ye bo Charles Bisu ye bo ni tekotego ana no me boy was so we do them work out say young man wo kra no de me ma wo side o just here ye bo obi look professor Febo but be too chama no pay say ono no wa ban mu no tumi ahwe ne mampani anim e mind you no let us all report no or to one chief of staff Febo pare instruction no say one for the report mra and to one report beautiful say na omo mpe no kro no prof the officer or kan okre catch say John wono the greatest danger to our forest o kan we nyina o de ko na Kufuado ade Kufuado yi Alistair Matias so one ne na connection e dey good every month we are no ship 40 to 60 million dollars worth gold to no connection man na worship gold o be le wakoche wo mo e connect gold no we Kufuado the gold mining company we enye galam say yes ya na no ye wundumi ya no mo de to the extent say wo mo to be the forest e okromo anya in 2018 e ma se nkotuma gudie Omo ji sa forest ne ma ye no na sa time ye ni LI 2462 because LI 2462 no about 2022 omo so dia ma omo nkofo ese no ana omo de LI ne ba se ne be legalize sa nyamra se ni pobone se bia wo ya ye nyini nyina ye bo nsuo kura tra na ye me research bibi se ye just to say wo offend ni nsuo no modi e Akufo-Addo papa pani a ke ye hwewo a ye nya ye nkura nse no wodi kwaye no ama se ye nse no na ye yare a wo so ye mfa nkoshe wan what's your vacation against cabinet member? A disanko for ya we say was sent ye chichi wo munyina gum. Ana mo ba mo za mo chichi yes and demonstration kwa nyefa hu and share police service because omo elements of police service them. Omo information say munye say and e be dem e be boa. Now esan so munni nipa ne tidie na no mbe ye. Omo call circle omo ko catch trotro drivers mate for no. And the Kyei phone say mate for you catch them say mono a shina motion in Tampino. Ye per se boam ni legalize. And the other boys no.
Yeah.
No mo ko chen tampe bottle be 30. No mo de ma boys. Boy who say boys no pili lo mu nyina shi. Wo mo sisa na girls no so de. Kyei for catch up say be pe bia matena. Timuni akire ko meeting. Ana obedi nkofo yi. Edu ana mo pe MPP kales ma wom. Ana mo di achi no mo shi. Either than that, a dear pa, MPP has more than 200,000 core supporters.
Yeah.
My register say, omu delegates. E modo do say ni acho mu judge police who no. Do say, Ghana for the club fu abana oteso. They have no business. But you see, a party and now your mama be catch us omuniska. So to come on catch us omuniska. And you know, as far as the Kwakope presidential, you know, be 4.6 million. Then omunya ska organize a demonstration. Party need a here no, but individuals ne ba bem omunya omu say tam. Yeah, to me call me fear DVL. Akwaya we free so no ba ko tam sika boto pounds dollars. Ni enya pani wo kromo a no part of say mo fa sika but say enkokrafo ni nyina efo abone so. On je say former DVL boss no o ma ko so sika o de boba. Omo na dia ya no cross sika ni banking sector. And champasia
she politics
ade bi so aya underground basis ana ehihye ho. Tie bi kura ma ye dia yadwuma ade na eye currency there has to be currency data e be flow manka e bia so wo mu de omoyi currency na firim ona mo de akoso mo mpaase no mo nkwaye de ana yanya mo hwe na te se de obi aka no ade ba ko ade NDC ba ban mu no eye ketase de pro de galamsey eno anso na de o mebetu o ze Akufo-Addo ba ban mu no wo de galamsey ene bai all right there behind the media coalition they fighting galamsey in 2016 and okodi eche se oba obeko eno na gidigidi e ma Ghana fo okodi eche dem e ma ne buy 2017 oba no share adanko Adorye obe set up sa the committee say or ban the presidency here there to so send nya na yaza enti di omo ye ne de e ya ban yi na ama na ho kwan ana wo mo expect say obe prosecute wa say Akufo-Addo call bantema no say enkoye kura because oye aya we say bana say ke investigate no even on the matter of the National Cathedral say what to be started say what share David Ajay Abraham there was no your first official contract between Ghana by any David Ajay no munko National Procurement Authority enko J your friends approval na papa ya start tuanika to ono o ya we se by now kaya hall but sorry na mo jeje so say function bi o ko ana chenjen na as the one that so president e gura de be dadwe no ko aso be o mampani okrubada etu meshima kuma pass if this is our president behavior then o might not say get that autopilot na dia pa no wo de ka dia ehu pa autopilot ni ehu se sorry ya ni e manage because what is ye ni e manage
yeah
anya ni na ba je ho wo sori a wo mbeka nkuransem bia eno aso wonya ade ba ko afelo Ghanaians wo ache na no no aka brofo no okon baby enti aban yi tisui ye besrem it is not in our interest ye betwen say 8 years and after 4 years be ba na me party abe you free so asan ya be ko sango fo I was able to take it, her national service a scholarship secretariat. Have 1 year, you most about the NLE.
Yeah, quite a
Never call. Hey, move from a couple. Yeah, no, so more smart. I'm about to catch you, but that you say, yeah,
Bombra. All right. Okay, messages in the baby pana. Monya botre emame mensas so say anyane hands are tied. The Attorney General who benefits from pickup can't do FOCO. Mahama is really disappointing Ghanaians. Please, he should rather reshuffle him as soon as possible. Elton have I say, guys, please, with all due respect, Mr. Wa eno dia me toaso enye Phil Kesel was saying now per the plea bargaining law that is being entreated. We can all loot from the state coffers, and then when we are caught, we pay part and walk free. I say Ghana is a joke. On also the message is not also Kwesi Black was say solo akwaba na was say wajo solo wajo so agbesi was say NPP can never campaign on corruption again. Okay, and Kwesi Black said the two wise men are in. Yeah, Shemo stay be. All right, Ivan. Yeah. Anale. Nyame ayado ma enele yeseti ye ne de mra ma wo mo amra no e guide adwuma wo se wo mo eye na wo mo art na wo de ye adwuma no yesi maybe session 2 no oka session 2 anu asa ka subsection 3 aha mra no de ka wo ho ene say omo wo sika bi say sika no wo so omo hwe no omo de koboa omo ye omo mental problem tie bia psychiatric hospital ni ade and at the aged tie bia sika nko metimi dia ma lip ana e bia metimi aboaboa nkokora ne mrewa no and if orphanage homes ni nyina they were specific and omo boss na say sika no omo che ye na say chief of staff office ono onya 350,000 and they say Attorney General so organize a press conference and seminars 570,000 5.7 billion and Gabi Ochida kunya mu 250 asamoja nya bi kwakwanyi do honya bi D Black nya bi wan po bi Richard Ahiagba ono so enya bi omo nya bi do so and a presidential diary eno so ye de bi ko print ye di abalo no.
Yeah, I think you see it's quite uncomfortable say on daily basis you ba betera ha na ye ka krono amam for boy. I'm sure some more tie yem kra no they are tired. They are sick and tired because at this point you know the more party the action our government as spring emotion to arrest these criminals omu yusu nyansa kwan and am catch nipa no mo bokro no say nko mu nim nyansa kra de anka nya problem obi a wonim nyansa no say we are na eya and that is the problem. You see na no ye di nkroma day ye nyina ye celebrate ye kan nkroma sem but na no na me kan ba bi say open the most consequential president in the history of this country Kwame Nkrumah open president na the team ye den you know Rollins and come anywhere close. And I hope I what see akofa Kwame Nkrumah books na kan ubohu the choice of words the tone na said na ositiye he is the only president to ultimately had the political opponent him children go to prison jebi dan kwanye prison no wu at the prison no cholete bra na Kwame Nkrumah cha wamfi no o mane dam wu because at the time no the political environment was so hostile say he is the only president ayesuma bomb corner so almost bare 4 times. So the people he was dealing with, you know, proves they had criminal tendencies. You cannot be a sheep and walk through a wolf pack and survive. For you to survive, you know, you need to also behave like a wolf. Yeah. Nipana wacho behaving so you cannot be president and leader and be working so me pass me mels there no be no pass say nipa no so you criminal tell him say you are a double criminal also a dangerous actually and say we na wo to me also no we are double dangerous. And that is how you need to behave in this environment here you mean. You only be moderate, considerate, very way when you are dealing with intelligent group of people or more very reasonable we can reason. But when some people are jump over Ghanaians and they think Omodo can use any nefarious tactics just to get their way. You need to tell them that you can employ same, and that is exactly the playbook Kwame Nkrumah used at the time. Yeah. That is why he was able to jail his political opponent as if without recourse to law anything, because he realized the course of action also developing these people will derail.
Yeah.
So he had to imprison them because the bomb was Blackstar House.
Yeah.
Omo de kokwa ame nkro be sia bobo group na omo de bomb akọ na ato na omo mo bon twene nyina waku omu nyina kwa ame nkro survive on 3 occasions. And the time no demanded say the president at the time has to be also hostile and very aggressive. Yeah. And that is leadership. That is what make us a leadership wa hu. Yem trombu abo bi so akokan na waba behave sa. Leadership is an art. You look at the prevailing circumstances, you adjust, and you also position yourself. System na flow just to maintain a certain equilibrium, and that is what we need to behave. Yeah, we've got into an era. There has been cases of corruption, stealing, financial malfeasances, misapplication of funds, raw stealing. Because this NLA, one area, it generates a lot of money. But that money no pay the actor actually say sasi kan say mfaso no ba you make sure say specific individuals say obi oyo hiani obi ya de obedi onya kaya ye ni a wa akra keto akra hye na chi a osoboto nam kumase or the twa kwan be 1 kilometer na yaman 5 cedi. These are the vulnerable people that this money should be targeting na yemfa mo say dan bi kura na say anything trade bi kura na be kiro ma yemfa nkire omo kwabranet na ho na nipa na odi sansemuro we ni no at parliament na we MP. Yes. Kroma oti media form wo you know your monam for because he was sorting everybody. Young man na obese onya adwuma no we sika free. He was just paying media people into be on them bia honorable across the political divide obi aso no so. Because the money na onya no sansemuro we no mo didi. Agencies in asefo already no money anywhere close to the mandate as stipulated in law. They were the very people who was doling our money to. And this money, who he was not even auditing them to know. So,
yeah.
Because this is a guy who has been doing charity.
Yeah.
And I will not be surprised. Yes. Because Samoja 50,000 Ghana cedi. This is a gentleman on what to the bottom Sikakusi Stadium. Your friend saying, Ama Accra Academy. On 50,000, you know. Overcome grand. So imagine them. Obia Yabo Dimbia, no, you are not.
Yeah.
It could happen, say, Sansika no come. And some other individuals are connected to power. These are individuals are within the stipulation of the law. No, they are not supposed to even get 1 cedi, but they were giving this money to them. Be black or not, born in Sika or the Sasika way. So the question is, what is the motivation? Was it some kind of an influencing people to come to a? Just it's mind-boggling. You can never use any proper words to explain what has happened. The whole thing is an act of financial misapplication, and I'm telling you, this is a man for jail for willfully causing financial loss to the state. These people have foolishly caused financial loss to the state, and they must be prosecuted. And that is the only explanation. So, Nina Koba, if we read the Attorney General, I think that the Attorney General department is too limited. Because 2 people cannot be dealing, even though he has workers in Nasifo. I think that we need to decentralize the Attorney General office. Every region should have a bigger officer, staffing with people or more enough insight into law. At every region, I think that the prosecution must start and should be spontaneous. The investigation must be going on at the same time at the regional level. So the Ghana for we see the seriousness, because these crimes, I say no anger no any MPP should be able. And any corruption be able uncover in the MPP government. Abufono is not going to the MPP government. The question is, what are you doing? And Fofa State, as a private entity, is doing his job by unearthing some of these things. It is up to you as an AG to also act. Because some of these things, and your Fofa State can answer the back. Because the state machinery, you have the resources.
Exactly
the state should be the one leading this particular thing. And the Fofa State and Farmer. But over the years, we have been reactionary. This old private person could transfer an investigation. But and some state, we are seeking in Sano, about acting. Abasa, you are advertising incompetence. And answer the willingness is not on your part. The state should be the lead crusader, leading charge on netting some of these criminal dealings. I also because crime there, you don't cover it and say oh yeah investigation. No. A public interest case. Whatever happens, inform the people, let them know, say, this person on this day did this. And near man, a contravene, establish rules of engagement. Yada be a metanaka say in governance, and I say in a state, there are certain things you cannot do, and there are two. You cannot show weakness, you cannot show mercy. We a state, now the Sanema way nama, that state is done. Because people will hide behind your mercy card and the fact say, oh, you pity and forgive us, you know, and they will be doing nasty stuff because human beings in our core way, we are very dangerous. Whenever you are in your room alone, the things you do will tell you who you are, not what you get out to do. So we are all dangerous. And always, you know, there must be and say that I bet the man say, the consequences that await you anyway. Yeah. Now, man for the months of a bomb, mine sikam, oko other jurisdiction like oko Asia side of her. Adio biam pesobaya on a life, Mr. Ordinance about mine sikam. Because a begu animase, a good family animase, and your entire generation, you know, you will never come anywhere close to power. But these dangerous criminals are still hovering, telling people, say, and power never sign back. They don't care about the atrocity that they have committed. And the fact that they should go to jail. He says, a murder says that power is transcendent. Then to be a murder Dania, you have see a bar over here. When you have committed these crimes and you should go to jail, because they know, say, system no are important. Yeah. You have Kasama media for Kasana moving cry, Rebecca TV Sukurabim, because it's better so I because the system prove it so important that these people will sit somewhere and laugh at you, say, and now with the TV because we are doing this, coming and doing now. That is a sick mentality people have about this whole politics. So I think the state must be very radical, must be very serious in pursuing these criminals. Because we are sick and tired of hearing some of these cases on daily basis. You understand? Yeah. We need to take the fight to them and tell them, state, you know, is not willing to compromise. State, you know, ain't ready to let some of these things go. Any slightest will be because we are act of will be investigated. Now, I can't. Scholarship Secretariat. Abayo can say me or sonenam. Or no one can engage in the same act of financial misappropriation. The fans saying cry or more almost national service. And the crimes are often back for crimes. Ubet me abo no Bonia or Munku do Krumano. Now politics, you know. Ya kwaje power we near the baye. Ya kwaje power say the sum nipa da bia me kase. Kwame Nkrumah amanfo bo ni dey duru ni dey amanfo twen celebrate no. Ne dan do say ne osi Ewo East Legon. I dined do saying, ne makra no menya sure say your friend saying or we are sika to adima omo. But ne abe for politicians, it is about money. Obi jina ba because oh I me dwene mo ho oboa. Obi no ankasa ne family ne cronies home because obi anya to me they just want to satisfy people around them. They don't care about who has wit, who has intelligence, who has what, who would think. No. Ghana politics, that particular space then can it is about me, my friends and I. And I always keep telling people, so you must be a fool to think say your friends say power no ya the nam for phone kwan na because we are to me every single brain under the country is under your disposal to use. And don't limit to those who will be singing hallelujah choruses. Oh yes, Amasa. Oh yes, boss. And that's for no man. Our minor will never grow, and it's the reason why we are here. And the Kufado Mamu boy Mamu phone in United. The part of channel winning in a say a bushel for and number 4. One a hell in my kind of cratch. Nobody. So we are naked crowd will tell us now where you fair or how fair we cried. They been see that. Now also know what you did. No idea. No, we didn't say because Sanka, Neba and Hosobian can name who we are causing get me stop here. So the state cannot show weakness, cannot show mean to me baby at any point in time people do some of these things and now Omar gets away with. So we will thank your friend saying for state for their investigation. The next step must come from the Attorney General. And I think President Betia, the Attorney General office must be expanded. Now making sure at the regional offices, we have offices there with staff. Documents people can look at it at the same time or the various regions. So the prosecution starts here, it will stop everywhere. Because after 2 years, criminals will be jail. This government will get dirty. and just mark my words, it will get dirty.
Abasolo.
Yeah, woman is saying, my man shall free as so my penny mama, I'll point to be or any listen.
Yeah.
And then as information we free in Wamba. Obeso we are. One more was CCA.
That's a good question.
Or mono a dear pan or mokoye and sembe no much because for you not to expose it means yeah uberia. Because me a minimum your friend is say listen to
aye
I bet you buy your petition
and I listen what you were kind of some
yes you can't have the whole you can't have the whole
yeah
me be a case how your communication director no defend it. I did me craft for me.
Yeah. That was too bad.
And then there was a private man just go to Botomo. Abra at 722 at the buy, you know. Made the object and this one who say about pay Sicamo mine near the your money. And no be a session 2 3 na walking. And I see a young to Akradie. Loto ebi na sika be firi maba no ye fa nko henyanka wo mo amadwene mu ka omo ani bi ehiafo
nkokora
edi abugbo ehwa na ehia ni o
obi anye ehia ni
gabi asara o chira ko ni ko ni friend say Africa Prosperity Network prosperity almost radie nyame betua mo ka maako wo munuma ho wano na timi ohwe ye nim ka kire ye nse sesi a waboro Ghana politics on go wanya ne ho wakote Africa Prosperity Network say omo de omo wode ho na akokoji 250,000 Ghana enim go ase asamoja omra out because ondumi go sit down $3 million enkoji 50,000
somewhere there
very very important. Somewhere de me mom. The campaign is not my list about 100. Me come just be come one na koye fake campaign.
Yeah.
I need who. The buttons amount is here. Say no you
50,000.
I got 50,000 fuel.
Oh.
Such as this is because Penina no dia nim no oru akufado no ba no biem.
3-4
Monkofa. To obiem sa no ana ode sa
my beautiful Rebecca so ka ho ono de ne ye me yapa o
na bi wo mu obebre da wakoje se Rebecca Foundation oba boho ba kokro no otu to na mo de top ons Rebecca Foundation aye pa no mo di sikai aye ye ntia na was ye tam sika no mom Yaa Titi
yes
shedi edi musika ye enje Akufo-Addo was right ye tisika so
ekom de ye
ekom na de ye de aye ni bi kamafo abrantie yi ko ho okọ lotteries wa pe Assemblies of God ni ogodi lotto so mo friend couple na am say asembesi wonya no ho tam asembesi omo yi no mo yi lottery ho sika ta ho no ye ka kire wa ebe fa otrim wono ankasa no eso abi ko o se ne mpeso sata no onya mbio
ya bi
okwa no de akosi police station just ni banya aduane ni ye nya aduane ni nya kro ne bebo amia ko police station jo ye ngie ana odi ko ye astroturf ana ma we so a absu 97 okwa this ogas continue so agu ho omo chiche fire owie no de akotena parliament demonstration ye se no ka ho
no ka ho
ana o sa grant interview
yeah
o si ehunahuna omo wa chesika no wa sega na sika asenya the nerve akwode emu ade edi gina ekwan so se oye demonstration makase aban mu agencies ni eyi omo amu de da no omo ntumi starting pinpoint omo wies Kenya omo nya omo bewie esan say krono look mo chire de bia be ba me catch apartments spring up enye Lebanese for sa go for any India for de bia bi sha me mam warning say mu kro mo skani ho mam mba ha e me create impression say mu ska mu nyina mu ba kro mu amu ni kapre na Ghana say bi yenya politicians adwene no form nti ni amamo nyam ho Chinese lady oton yo mo wan kan je so ba kro mu no ni kapre Ghana na aboa na me no tonton tracks ni Ghana ni be ni aboa no sa
o de nkre begu no
ye begu no cha nipa bonifo we na o ma chiska na fa on said almost be chase kasi ye de ko mahia fo ne yi no hia ni bie ni wa ni wo mu among some na a create and share enti we ye be kana attorney general ye be kana na ye try kasa ni e dwi njai ka because da ye ni e be jai kasa da obi o tifi obi twa collapse na ni da so asa
and they no cry
I don't tell ma ye ntumi nya ye to bia o widium ye ya pa but e wo so okọ because once ma obe kan na ma obi nkranse kra say I can live and yes bebre na ewu o makomo they have given up on this country sike wo mu a e wo se de ehwe ye nyina ye so ye de boy nyina ho ban no enipa bi a ye ne ne from say politician ye so kra ye duebu oni veranda oso benya adwen kofo ya ye se de bia ye de ani koto obusu abrabo be pa no mabonti a ya odi we de ton so chief of staff ma me ma de nka ye bihye ho Rebecca Age na chief of staff so je la kara de nke honye yi kura na sa Godfrey Dami wodo so ade bia be ko be kra no ko give 570 ta mo fa want mo espalma bi na me hu figure no
5.7 billion
5.7
wo attorney general a wo hwe emra so de nka court na akọ wo di 5.7 so de okoye so de ko de for conference and seminars ewurade a Godfrey Dami
ai
akwana no ye connection wo do obi negotiate say ye go to obi dun no sikadie basa
akoye petition say
no but I say GL no I don't say ko say and say judiciary ho no de chief justice fufure o kwa won clean mu answer offer 1 year no say on obedi 1 year pe what dey for clean yes say clean up exercise na ko fi wa ko di 5 me da se pa producer extraordinaire 570 choppable Ghana money and the microphone piano no wo seminar be na ye attorney general seminar be no ye
that's why budget allocation po
nti e pudio sika ye de ma no sika ye de ma no
ya wa budget
na wasanso hwe nyame anim sika o se de ma ahiafo nyanka wo mo adwene mu ka mo ne yi wakoje esanse ye nya obi a na otie eyi ho no mo abofra ne kapo a wo mo no ma oba hopa o de monka national lottery so e de pa na obeye ya e di bujo bre Ghana ye nka no kro ma ya so so nkofo so keke so one society mu deka no so president di also super president ai won one o pon group interest je omu nyina ko ba obi by force so emu ago no dey ya na million Owusu be party one na nui
o ti bin kan to me say yi na di
omu yo Owusu be party di na party na be ku before January no Saudi na ma ya mudi money be si Kennedy ni go for o so dia master up no Owusu be ba onya mo ojo wonya better sa o
ye be guru na obi
we dia Owusu be ba we dia me na am si to bo ase o mo ya guru before January I'm telling you because and seven Owusu be back abronya nka se dia se sa
yeah
adena mo dia mo mfra abronya no se onko disciplinary committee and I said the National Council. Now, as some Owusu be mpaka, ada yeso wo political party na say wa dwen na bodamana. Say obi kwotena baby nipa ba ku mienu kan yi ba say National Executive Committee wuntumi nya obuga mu nya wo na makoka nsem hunu makota take decision fo a na metewa na meme ba implement. Abronya ne ka National Executive Committee ho. Na boso Owusu be mpa wo cassette ya say galamsi asem abo kan there is something called Professor Frimbo Boate reporter e kire say yeni na ne yeye e be de de sakwa kogina kwanya ko water works akwa kogina nso wa kase ahono enti munya sa na mo hwe se mo be kire mo party yie se ne be ya Ghana fo be hu se munya ne ho a wo se wo de ko na disciplinary committee anyway se be bi animu agiegu enti for tested the ni be dey na memfa emma NLA any petition be be call say moro by next week na say one respond to that petition a ye nemo be one ya fi bi one kura petition so o PMP o be so kotu suhini nti wo dey member ho
oh sir
yeah mate so be suhini me ma advance notice ya so be so kotu suhini wo to
salam
what one information be about and I would the post to 4:30 time for my yet home. Cheda Rebecca, what you pudio, Yankai, Kakani Kula Semua. Now was here, Yakaka, your friend is a minister for last and another, or no more fool. Obahima said the buafu abra wo Obahima you could call the arrest of Bobiansa. I don't know audio is abra na me beti Bobiansa. Studio. Bobiansa ni o man sika. Twa say de hihye moto. Ye shia omo a ya bre ya ho ase ya go your excellency her excellency putu munya mo mawia mo.
All right, my Yava Chief Justice here, though.
Now, maybe 2 minutes there. We better not get Chief Justice.
5 minutes.
Ah, okay. What you so?
I'm a so 5 minutes.
I see.
I innocent uncle.
Chief Justice.
Aye.
New wine.
New one.
Old wine.
Justice.
Old wine, sir, and private legal practitioner being so at the court.
Aye, Matissa.
What petition you? Sika prosecute. And I think however, whichever way you see it, it is within the person's right. So be say no, be a fighter for the right. So on the cover by and to be also fighter for the right. So I think that free some malfeasances are also not constitutional committee to legitimize it, place value on it. Say indeed, sign them on occasion here, and I bear grounds for her removal. You see, very often I am mistake among for and say crime, you know, you check gravity.
Yeah.
Yaa Titi have me fast kind of me twa wuti. Na solo fast kind of twetwa nipa be 70 a. Yeah, you crime the same thing.
The same.
The gravity doesn't change anything. Because if the minimum sentence, the capital sentence, you be kuye nyina once, yentimi nku 2 mekumi 2. What I say? So the nipa no we are one city kra na sika. We see crime no you check the moral integrity, not the amount you took. The moral integrity and the crime now we commit no. Impugning the state and the so it is never about how much but how you did it and why you did it. That is the baseline. So the amount the threshold was weak. Constitution if I don't much threshold and a constitutional framework no minimum answer. They could have written a threshold say crime and they say through this level, but that crime has no threshold. You understand? So they should give us excuse. No we say nipa no motive from na do answer. And the winter TV so make camera mo bom wa ankasa kra confuse do na kra mara no mo come ntia se confuse who I know the day no na ye fancy akeka nsem na bom and it is within obi right I know the day so the court na hwehwem na say onibem crime no threshold ni low enti onko fia ye nyina obi ani ho kwan na obi abaye and the new ye fancy age na aba na maka say
Chief Justice
yes our short period to stay. Because I think he's close to the retirement age. Yes. So I think on the job should be a house cleaning exercise. Yeah, because my culture said open institution back or losing the credibility the judiciary. In the eyes of Ghanaians, and that institution has become so dirty to the extent that Ghana nim person better anything about the judiciary. So I have the responsibility to set the basic, the ground rules and that. Now on resetting the judiciary, there are a lot of things that has to be done. One, Makasa on visiting a rural court no oko enkrasi a magistrate court no niam a ekoso ho no time because I'm so obi ani nko da bia o Supreme Court High Court ntino people are there din semhunu je nkokoje sika na nasefo e de bu attentia especially this chieftaincy issues e wonkrase nsase amanfo de je na nya de ketwa. We need to go there because justice must belong to the people at the grassroots. Akra hadoro say na wa say and the whole is omo na niko na appointment na se for no muguso omo ye sa se clean ho ansa na yemfamra top na ye medru a pointer the judiciary the executive can do whatever the legislature can be but the executive no the judiciary no the fidelity should be unwavering, should be absolute, and should be unbiased, very independent, neutral, and must espouse confidence, integrity at the highest level. Enti ya bo na se assembly ye kokota then afana for bia wa rehemu say this is a competent court of judicature ye kwa minim say assembly be dia diniye na enye se obi akwaje aponche ana obi political party nie ana chief justice behwe ba bia assembly no corner a favor aban na wa shada asset date ade na ye say ye stop no omu ye wi ansa na the date aba. You don't do that anywhere. We see Ghana yesunya mra na kodu ba bia na ye nim nyansa biem. Yeah, the whole essence of law is to hold society together, to fasten our integration, our cohesion. Young quite see I'm from a jet in your TV so. Bakroma, yes, radio lawyers. Kroma, over this will be a law square. TV in the quarter, no. we the kwa na lawyers be no be akosia so lo say we handed that we say so
we
are even betraying what we learned.
Yeah.
So the people are embarrassing themselves on TV. The whole essence of law is to fasten society, hold our integration, make sure that society does not break. Your social fabric will be weaved together. And sabi ebe me as a survivor because you take solace from the fact that in the olden days you are not nya adwuma wo obi a comedy obi no bo we kura ase a o yere no mo twa wuti sisa wo de bia no de ko mranche no because na enye civilization nya nuru ho nyankopon te so yi na ni hwesa na man he never intervened. Oh yes. When people were being killed, God doesn't intervene in human affairs like that. Now, Adolf Hitler and Korala and all the Mukosa chamber no couldn't he have intervened? He didn't. You understand? So it means or the penny be a my yes, Yadia Jenny and Yansa, them running share to her. Nipaya there, you punish the person that you're right, Roban Abaso, young farm running share, and Nipamujidi, not institutions, and as for Shasi Juma. Na saa niemo na bema nipa obia atiase say must submit my right to the state because you see we are very dangerous individuals so na no na meka obi say oh I made me nim nipa ku ni na se for me say we serious we are say obia a potential killer ya wo fie sesia na obia bawura wo dem na wani tua watwa wo bati watwa wo eti ogira wo gira na chi o de se ka be wo kunu a na say ade da ho ade na abaye
be bouti mama be
nti o ya training so we killer but say what me kunipa exactly that is how dangerous we are as human beings but a reason nema na we mu no we must always calm it and trust and confidence in state institution and mo bia crawl back say me ogidie o state no say the state will do but e ba sa na ya ka say obi anya de opa yanka say for 1 week emra nya adwuma okroma e ba ya onwa so kwa na sofo gina bank access sika from bank.
Oh
yeah. So the only thing I hold you back, morality. No, I don't know. I want a limit. Depending on the other, and I make a person who say morals. Whenever you are alone in your room, the things you do, that is the level of your morality. What I say. So I think we and negotiable. And your party politics, the Chief Justice cannot fail in this regard. There's and I can also sense that within the judicial bench there seem to be some some fractured relationship because they talk on than a teacher say even those on the bench they don't even gel that much.
Yeah.
What I say. He has to make sure say obey Sanya man pruning the judiciary from within and Sana Ghana for who say at this point and unanimous 11 BM and way BM because every single poll be about cost of social media go and look at the comment amount for trouble by the judiciary throughout the state and we cannot lose that institution and we a lawyer you should be worried and the Ghana Bar Association in integrity BM and that man who say honorable the firm kwatam the court say that monopoly no more enjoy should be broken. Now you making sure that other lawyers association will also be recognized. Exactly, because this is a private entity, and over the years, nanko bia and kasa eba but the obvious political biases. An institution that is supposed to be the moral compass, regulating the legal fraternity in this country, your friend is some kind of a terror arm of a particular government. You used to hide it behind laws and your friend saying on witty constitutional provision, your friend saying construction and phrases. Now you can somewhere lawyers. I know that you know that this person is biased. Someone can answer be him, but or hide behind Ghana Bar Association. And then lawyers no say we cannot trust this entity anymore. Until we want to break away and form our own association. Now do baby say you consulting Ghana Bar Association. It should not be that Ghana Bar Association, but all lawyers must be included. And that is what this particular suit is about. So we see the legal fraternity in the judiciary there in recent times there. Akufo-Addo odija ejadam because obetete pansam no. Because when he started staffing them with people who were loyal to the MPP, I also saw some Akufo in the same day. You know, say we were heading towards danger. But people thought that we were doing politics. People didn't take it serious. Here we are today. People within the institution who say, so I think the Chief Justice will have to spend his time on making sure that all the difference on iron out. Now making sure that the integrity will once again return to the institution. Sabia Ghana for Benya hope and trust.
Papa so fire point.
I mean, that's Ivan the way and say case na da firma for the court no. E be ye me wan say court no be ka say omo enima da firma po.
Okay.
It's say na ye not Ghana National Association of Teachers.
Yeah.
Ana omudi say mo say chiro be political too. Depending on who was paying high, no one was bidding. And in Tiama, it could be free way from Nagrat.
Yeah. Yes.
National Association of Graduate Teachers.
Yeah.
We almost buy a chain, nobody be your connection. Anna,
CCT so bad.
Concern for the concern the baby of a bow. Article 21 got the Freedom Association. I'll be very surprised. I got about association.
Yeah, association.
Open out them.
Yeah.
Tom so almost okay, yeah. Essence, moon no cremam. Kuna Godane, I said Nasara and I said Tescon of the MPP. Assembly a car. Removal of this Chief Justice. A bar for no man said comedy no crebe. General Secretary Becca so when I'm a year. I will call about the court chili in some see I'll buy so and yet constitutional. I know when you're para chicks be almost more commonwealth and say Muno Yeti Gruma. I'm saying, yeah, could almost go. Sa common lawyers in Zemhuna, we are almost saying. Ain't Sassam no aye, my memo a buff bonnet, just as Bob Bonnie about to say, a man in Trill was yet to me a bonny. Obia, we are no quaffle. I will dig Ghana, a judiciary, a church. Let me tackle court pa. What ya Munyabo tell among kind of judgment? Both say, or a fair minded person. In fact, the problem with this NPP a jumper fan so because before they appointed in 2008. And they said in the election petition of 2012, the ruling no unsided with NPP. A one of fan or Taiko was so petty.
Very vindictive.
You find it Trimuka. Obia all yen a Jumano. And to my idea on Kai, Tino was here jumpy in Kumani, a father. So, make cry the everyone was away in your heart attack. Because oh, yeah, Juma. Under judiciary, so there are 3 grounds in 2D justice free. Either misbehavior, incompetence, or infirmity. Obianka saw misbehavior, Obianka saw incompetent, Obianka said, hold on, no. In the what basis, a jumpy the juniors ahead of him.
Yeah.
Me feel say unfortunate. Justice Bafu Boni and Yashi fee bako ubetumi dia yen sakra bebre
legacy
Jabibi.
Yeah.
Magana fu hu say Paul Amantem kwa de odi sa so de Paul. Odi ese di kafo. Onye ne sa amaye na judiciary ndi eye kun. Judge bi say ameko petition me yi no on kwa de mi hu de nti oda so bench o. Krono vitei where you be beko obetemenka enti na eye look assembly si wo UK in 1812 no more prime minister be a friend of Spencer Percival Spencer na UK omo mfa nkonfo zero Abraham ma papa be a friend John Bellingham ono no ko any business with Russia and ye chi ni tum the chi ni tum ono UK government ankwa nkoboa no and or the more no bar back. Or bar back, you know, and will see what by and say, maybe a British national, Minya Mania or Russian, or bien wa or Baba, or obviously petition, what trunk Cratado was a Libyan or trunk one day. Anna, one of the secretaries in office of Caso, your person will be ano. Yeah, bro. To no fan says also the person may be a mania dear, and as a between prime minister, the leader of the country. And a top pistol. And the court now. Westminster. And Spencer Percival. Every muko di juma. Or kwako ye or answer questions. Oceana na pew. Obono so anko we bia o ana John Bellingham or tena ho. Moncheme. Cheno catcher say yes. Enya no time but ye say wa nye na juma so obe safeguard the interest of or no as a citizen of Trianeto. Since then na UK omo ye say yemfa nipa asemu ni agro asem kitu obi you follow it you be respond mayan twan se bibi be si o mamu ansana ya what is right several things have happened na ye nyina so ye mabunu ne da chine ye se no obu nyina he
wuntimi nkokoto ne boarding
oh na
na
na ne bonya di ma bi je adi akwa akotwa ne mo ne re ne kuro ne se omoto no ke sika pudu omo se de omo pe na omo ye na ye nya so fa ya ayi akufu no no so e support ono se me kwa competition me yi na free council of state esan se wa kire ye se wontumi nye sha adwuma no ekuro mu ho ye mankofo be respect but they don't deserve it no one na see developing you wo mu na dey so the mindset is so corrupt, is so not right for nation development.
Primitive.
What you say? Moi, injama, inkwada openly they are telling say red in the nom and sand the tumen. You no weed. Are you not ashamed? Almost all person best and your man go to our embassies and pay me by American. Everybody is running away.
Now U.S. embassy kwada area ho ya. Company for jira akonya ko
no bicho no bomba. I don't know.
They don't even respect say me akonya.
Now yeah, what respect who? Yeah, ye dwane akomu krom ho.
Me duru ho na me bua fu.
Odi akọ hate kura hate gofo kura pe wako obi ampeso betena kuruma na ye ompanifo we see this yes you claim say person develop nipa be na be develop man no the youthful population are living yenye di afemu de mo edi matwatwam adwuma no mo nwene o man no interest of the state mo nye ho adwuma na o man no ntumi nko na nim.
Thank you very much. No demonstration be mo number bia e be ka se monko boban enti sa na tie enti me won se honorable okoboy mo fa eno nto so na afei yen start conversation no ni fast aha me won se mama ada one no we dey otimi se boys yi mo hwe na nkwa ya ba ako ni bia ye ko bi sa akwa ne se denti na ha o se yes me mra demo na me ba na so anu abu kwa demo no kwa no kwa no wonte ase ya asamo enti ye nsura awurehu na demonstration eno na wo hwa wo screen no eso no we NPP for na wo mo de ahyehye so a wo mo kire se NDC aban hurenu no mo enti wo mo ye demo ya chi aboranye wo mo ye demo enti eno ho asem no ono videos na etri o mienu na mo aba de ba kono mo ba bibi besi ho nyame ne ye mboafo commander Akwaba. And that's who we late.
And
then why late most important.
Like me yes. And late in the no excuse to be anyone because traffic na me tomu no. Yeah.
Okuba say you should have no na ni brabre no.
Oh say regional chairman you know.
Sir. Oh okay.
Regional chairman.
Oh okay and yeah. Ani onyere ne ho.
So yeah. Edruso I say now the vegetable samba na.
O dia kopre. Okay, see, I know Yabeka and Wasem, and I topics no Yabes tell me on demonstration and afe miracle abwaje over the weekend we saw say or the podium in a museum oka galamsey and ho asem. My minifa men start commander so Bernard Kasa Kakranti. Obeka Kwame Nkrumah birthday no wasem kakra na so be start prep.
Oh, Bernard Kanina.
Okay.
Enti sani ya time ni tie nti no.
Aye. Yes, started with Galamsey.
Galamsey. Me hu miracles me yemu share me kakra.
Oh.
In the sense say we share the year 2024 September. Miracle was on telly. One-on-one interview.
Yeah.
And he was clear. Se Kufado edim na obane small scale mania or no lead demonstration against the government. Let us say on force say yambane mining.
Yeah.
Wakano several times. Oshe eye honorable you are free MP for Efijase. Wojina Kumasi. I know say NDC for fees or more Jimmy. Now or more conquer by Galamsey. No more Owusu or more sitting in our home. Or more by Galamsey net or more by the china. Money video na meet myself.
Oh, yeah, well. Over the video na academy, the Mawan or Paniwana. Now my heat to the intimate me amono.
What's it, say?
Video no.
Young man in the net and man in the china.
We have the video.
Hey. aban ben and the dim rabbi say ye forests are from Kwame Nkrumah penso ye mo bia kwan ma numram so nkonko to agudie aban ben na ye mra se wutimi ubram enya ku bado aban
ono a
emra no mo ye no so kra na meto abodi o se ye se ana say ni say state of emergency any ade anke nim say
emra bi crash ho
no omo akopasi no kude
me mo video ni ma wan say wato aso ana ene ba cho mo bie sound no ma me ne ente wan na
nanka ya ko nanka ya stop galam safe nanka ya lose your seat yes stop you omo na yes stop you omo china na omo ko form TV for na ko na omo microphone ka na galam say yetu no akra inso no akra omo mbra kuma say me demonstration the speed nanka ya ko nanka ya stop galam say for nanka ya lose your seat yes stop you omo na yes stop china na omo ko form TV for na ko na omo microphone ka na galam say na galam say yetu no akra inso no akra omo mbra kuma say me demonstration and come be steady
Commander doesn't come be steady
what's it omo no boye the most yen stop galam say no you know and akra omo po mbra kuma say me come be steady obi kasa na chese yes obe ye no hom do bo
yeah
da kuma say inso da ho inso no mo say na da kuma say kuma say so o kasa no we de omo mo hwe nyina hu ojina ho Dr. Bawumia ebo nanim ado ojina napo eba na enyu tam omo kokko no greti napo no and say that was the time or the cancer asem no say omo ntoko now what can we nyina twa ana aban fofraba yawra 9 months no say asif say having a breaking rules. As if we say, omo ebo hu bayana abawe ababe bubu e ban na omo to ye no. Nya no kure. Ye gina yeti wo. We are just one. Several videos were on.
Na say Kate Jemfu aka say ye pese stop galam say ayentwe ne nto aba ni wie. Women organizer of the ruling government, yes, and yes. Also, more per se, stop a galam say, I am to a
aside that, Ukraino, what do you say? What the president Ukraine problem? Because what no known executives the executive are or to galam say, I question the machine. Yeah,
Commander
Maka, they say a pese stop galam say wo promo ha e ade ba ko yan twem pipi penifo nyina from former president Akufo-Addo so sa besi miracle aboaje mo so yan fashion aponche obi ansem yan man ko sia ba ko obaka se o ka nsu aye sese wo krom ha nyina me de mo kanta mo ne se me ba tu galam say anase mi tu anase me opebi kura se me kwakutu a ne monye minie na odi ko hwe na hwe no hwe ese na pobo so ni afa ndc penifo nyina megina ho movement penifo nyina megina ho obia megina ho media fo no mo ano tie kati obia megina ho bi
nyina modua ne bi
no obia modua me say ka the next day hu obia wo forest obia obia wo bi ba ka so obomra obia meje obia di America oba be kantam kese owie ya wo kwakutu because when him say hwe but with the snap and the egg ne there when him say hey adio ya me kwakoye one hwe ya just say ebe ha adwene I am telling you say see you use that traditional means apart from whatever they say we should do Galam say fight Aban be the use of soldier for power apart from Akufo-Addo. Galam stop. The operation hot. Pan life. Jaben. Chese a whole lot. Uncle Siaga. What do you mean, Uncle Siaga? Now, a soldier for no qua. Or more Mushe room home to Adam. Or no more deep out.
Yeah, I'm about the workers.
But the workers. Or go to a drug you said to another, yet I shall once our moko. Or Modiano. Nimpa no mutu a man no or hefa. Jadino mo kwa o mse udru ha si afani ka se bongum so mango nifa. So on yet no. Wa ya ene ye kwa ha si no akika je ene mamu nko time say wo de monte no makwa akofa ho. O mu free wa no maba no mutu. Me say eye politicians both NDC MPP na A2. No mo mutu no kese pa MPP for. Omo ye power sisan ya ebi ne NDC phone bi ye one. Ba yi wa say o pa de ani mu ma de enche. Na nipa no front. Ya nkrofo ne me kasa ye and the Kufuado government me media ni mu ma omu every week ska omu de bebre me na nye sika ketwa manye Kamenya sika ni bi agumboto mu but manye last time me catch him wife say Nyankopon kasa kire me very deep because there were a lot of things I could have done to make money. Manye mu ba kokra.
Yes, so anka na wuntimi kasa.
Nka me dance wom de dada. Ka Kufuado aban e de me kotonsa wom. Ebra me ni omo party ya na me kasa. Komo de me kotonsa wom. Etime de me dim within me say galamsey ho nuama obi mfa me ho. Wo de ade ba sisi asa me kasa I will talk. Adesene. Wo na omo ye dede no. Omo na etu no mo. Enkrofobia kwakwo trejina nso omo nya sika ohi na omo sisi apartment wo nkraze. Omo nya butro me say ensani bi ho no ma wo ka sisi ana effect ni yakituwa bi. Tama emu ayi beba pa no ebeba. Obi wie school onya adwumada all of a sudden. I can say apartment in Accra prime areas. Edi asem ne yeka no. Me ti anya hwe me started my teaching career 1987. January 2009 and me free classroom say me year active politics. Anya hwe no me kira de 20 years. Etimu wo public life who bet my trace say nipa simesi adwuma say na no wo ye. Obi awie school onya hwe. All of a sudden. Na mokoko yes ade we a. Mo sam dane mo ho aba eba be accuse innocent people. Why? Ela no mo pass e nkrofo mo call kwaye nu ma do mo tu no. Koko check wo mo. Apunta man ne no mo allies no. Eya hifo, eya people. Na etoda Ghana ha say ye nya atwom. Carry Bishop Conference state of emergency mo ye hypocrites. You know say want to me na say adeno. You cannot call him. You know say Kufuado na de ela yibaya wo bobra ayimu. Dia sem na mo ka kire omo. Eya no mo ya ma ye buofu am ya no akwakopa. Adere da ho. Name and shame. Anyone know? Number Bejana state of emergency. Look, state of emergency bar. Area honor ya declare state of emergency. No. Ya suspending 1992 constitution. Woman right in the hobium. It is a obi require you na soldier for bonu to a. Mo be ye din na ma support to soldier for say mo nko so mo mutu na say mo be criticize omo. They should stop this hypocrisy. They should stop it. Yes, state of emergency. It means say around that place. You cannot go. Who could a soldier for the soul? Muno last year. Muba because Eddie. I don't know how my government elbow ungravo. These are some of the things we need to look at. Yeah, you see. Well, Ghana, me nim senior. Nyankopon edi adwene no tu yetim Abroni betima hwe wani mu aka che say yes you are stupid. And so Ghana no. Obamu wan to stories ah.
Ah, okay, I've a matter of point now. Yet me hwe nipa ni mu ka do crunch re no.
Ka di crunch re no. But so better two stories ah.
No de kwan wan.
Tiwona declare state of emergency declare ah.
Obasa miracle say twa ne ho say state of emergency no is not a way to go. Afa do no e twa ne ho say.
Me say so over share a year Facebook so MPP for no post to 2024 river one of the rivers. And yet wine 2025 anaye Milo.
Mini baby mo kwanya sa picture free
within 9 months. And then so we any change from here
to here
to that place. Hey, what kind of hypocrite? Because control be here say you should be ashamed of yourself. That picture no omo post to do was 2011. 2011 picture. And omude yes ade no. Omo koko two banche. Yes e mercury awura banche muni ade ana mahama. Hey. Na 9 months obi atimaba. Atima dofru ebia banche.
Amana bo.
Hey. Abibi eti amani wu ade anase dey. Sadina mu post to no. It's indictment on Akufo-Addo na ban. Na ye look, the national executives, Kennedy Japort na the radio so bubo wo mudi adechi anopa tututu no mu ewo difia kokko buko toje. E pa chew. Say na be o mu bo mudi bio. It's well known. Say MPP, some of the national executives were involved in Galamsey. It is a mercury ko banchi mu a. Eye hwan mu. Then you turn back and come and sit down and say, hey, Bahama ama mercury ko banchi mu. Any ade. We enya adambo. Enya adambo. Eti me dia Galamsey ni die. Me dia mesre aban attorney general. Anja hwe no. Wontumi mo asonumu. Wontumi so no mo sonumu no enye ndisi aban enkwa ne sonumu. Under MPP, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Samuel Abujinapo, was a contact mine woni lances. Kwaye dum na owo no ye illegal. Case closed. Case closed. Dr. Frimpong Boateng's report is there, black and white. It is a taking it serious. Yes, wo illegal mining. What say ye kwaye any ade na koko jina court. Na judge no hwe evidence e wo honum no waka say oh what say ye yi eye awudie enti ko na koko twiri mu a ebeye eye ama adese no. It is a we are political leader na say won we are involved a we yem be hyew. We yem be hyew. No. The best thing government can do, it's too late. Say Obeka say to all mining activities apart from the
large scale for
no. All small medium for ni nyina no yen hoto. Yen fa 12 months and see anim. Say 12 months nobody is mining. Na yen fa a revival ye reverse no. Na yen fa reclaim lands ya say no. After 12 months no. Also okay now obia eba be renew the license.
Yeah.
No one renew. Nkrofo bi ohono mo a otimu say do bi ohono mo kita license wo edem ha say. Obehu ani say wadru American embassy hono say wo kwakutu.
Okotu.
Eden ya mi kita license. License no edem ma wo hefa. Was you enya ha de enya ha enso so okita license to obabetu. Can we live as a country like this? Wontimi nkwa brochiri enkonko se asase. Wonim sa brochiri ohun. Efi a wotim se duasi wanim. Na ekova na opese wotiri mu no kra na. Wan kasa wura dem fase kan twa obetima akodam.
Yeah.
Yesa wo frɛ. Na authorities no ba. no more ababehwe no more who said you betray mu na ma one kasa you don't have any right so be so wa bruchi na say eh ma who snake wakunu eh it is wakuni pa oga na what you say who ko dem oh emwa privileges omugo wa bruchi no esen
enipa riot
me na be ka kire esen Ghana for na Ghana one
if you yakun free
one nam na ebi kra wa charge kra da ho nko police twam ade obi amfiu what you say na so mabroni hu se akura ehu aka kitua bi obesi afre ayi ambulance amomo be fa akura no e de na akọ veterinary amomo akọ treat
yeah be to are
oh yeah me name what I'm saying
yeah
me call ayi ye can say baby abasa for oh Germany ayi what is this state me call you no madam for na me call so you no the new you guys say opro who said the pro yi di
afrusania
awurade obi achiba was you share
aha na aberuwanu
ade chese ka shege de shege visa wonya biom in your lifetime wabudi na muosa ye bo mu hu bai esisi ho Ghana adenti ana yen nipa obi ti baabi a ye ade ama na affect no ne ye say emfa ho because obi penisika a soldier for the beko police for the beko ya wai bia ma omo enu anu no so hu ne tie no no mo jai na nipa no ko se ohun 100,000 da ade ya bie so di ama no aside that na nkasa no so security agencies no so some of them reported I don't want to believe but I think say omgo kudru ho no na say omo scatter year omo sisa gold na no mo de ahye omo omo mfa ma emma mema state no omo so omo njai sade no because we yes ah wo ni omo mutu
eyi ni nyina
no mo ye pe so omo de che no ti say mo ye bibi de ambo o ma ne dia ade mo nyimu yam na mo ni ne kren so efanye na mo hu say ye agidin more than say ye be piska
okay
yeah and hope obi asori a obi pese oye popular no akoso hope no atete na eye babode edin no me na dem ana me Hopeson what you say those days more than the hey and I say grad they say mutimi ma ye bedro ha na opro first no na stations no sha enti odi agrope wunya bi nko enti utimi kokodru station ha before 6 o'clock news na uti ka mu a ebo 8 na no mawuram na makwakoye mu program ya che from 2008 saaba bi sisabri enti obi asori a just like that but no credit dey beka o but we MPP ni na wuti emia don't ever think say me metna set so me say oh MPP where there my idea me nye big that in my life huh I white brown me say black for you people
and they
send me beka bibi e dia favor o me nye da look me ba betra ha say NDC government say me ba beka say tia no na wo MPP wanya so mfa so me nye da odo no me say me nitro be kama dwene se de sete ba pasa me ka bibia ma na afeva oh forget odo dey forget eti mo hu me say hey wo beti ma di matem se ne opebia I don't care na start to say di matem eye ne enye ne right yes ro from both political parties that the day amajiji yira no me batra atem didie but me ba mo atiase say me de ne eye na meka eti Kale Bishop yifo no conference for no name and shame Akufo-Addo na de airline no buy say nkonko say ye kwaye monka ho asem wontumi akonta mani akoche ni say ono na say ye kwaye no bebre monka ho asem ene resto say na me hwe ne interview bi wo say ne MPP for frefre no wo mo information no mo fa mba hye aban ano say sa Mo se kwa na ye ka no na mo pemi amo. Ene me ma mo information. Me fa ma mo ne me fa ma mo china. That is how we need to build this country.
All right, Bernard Galamsey. I think we'll follow over the weekend.
Yeah, me that's a baby. Nah, to be honest with you, it doesn't excite me. Say Ghana for, including an elected assembly member. Ewo Obosi. Etimiko say forest mu baby. Omoso kwa kope. Bibi aye.
Yeah.
Na Ghana Army soldiers. Yeah, the omo akotena ho protecting a foreign company called Asanko. Na omo atutu pum. Omo ako assembly member and other citizens. That is not the first time Asanko protected soldiers have killed people. And Kyei are within the same area. About 14 citizens who were within that area. Ghana soldiers. Yedi yang yetwo edi etria mono. Yang yetwo and yedi to etu ema mono. They use the same guns to kill Ghanaians. So as to protect foreign companies. This is scandalous, unacceptable, and degrading. Minjin this say uko English maimo. English for bepeja omotuo to go and kill their citizens in order to protect a Ghanaian company.
They won't do this.
Minjin di says uko China soldiers bepeja to ekukun Chinese to protect a Ghanaian company. But what sense it will make for Ghanaian soldiers to be commanded to go and do this silly thing against ourselves? I cannot forgive. The second one, and he said, the Catholic Bishop Conference, for the records.
Yeah.
I was born in the Catholic Church. And leading to election 2024, they did a demonstration. And I'm sure, say, Hopeson Kyei. Say, at that time, the TUC had issued a call.
Yeah.
And the Catholic Bishops' Conference joined that call. So, mobile demonstration. Eba Bedru said demonstration, the TUC chickened out. I'm sure you remember.
Yeah, organized labor.
Organized labor, they chickened out.
Yes, organized labor.
And Namekaya say what organized labor could not do, the Catholics did. I moved with the Catholics. We went round the principal streets and we ended up at the Christ the King Church, where the Catholics spoke against the Galamsey, the pollution of the water and all that. When we say yes, church assembly. But for the record, the Catholic bishops and the Catholic Church, they did that demonstration. So if they are doing a similar thing today, they are consistent. They spoke against Nana Akufo-Addo, and they are speaking against John Mahama for failing to do something. Hopeson, Tio, yade John Mahama baye. Say if ni na fi na Nana do ejaye no, he should clean them. Yes?
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes.
But the state of emergency.
Maybe. So I don't support state of emergency. And say there is an LI that gives lacuna opportunity for people to fill in.
Yeah.
Menjai LI no say you are coming to amend the LI. Remove the LI and let us reformulate a better law. Say what I say. And the LI na do the buy, no. John Mahama has the duty today to either take away that law or maintain it. If you are maintaining it, it doesn't become Nanado again. It is you. Because, in fact, this parliament, the members of parliament, na John Mama, there's nothing John Mama as president, and the party that they cannot get done. It's not 137.
Yeah.
It is 180 something. plus 87.
Mini micro.
What you say?
Yeah.
The minority becomes irrelevant.
Yeah.
In parliament, apart from just say Omo Kasebi. Say Basa Yakwa Bibia. Look, NDC for Bedru, they are the independent candidates, MPs, ever support it. They will take it over.
Take it over.
Because they have commanding majority. So why is it that we are pussyfooting over this law?
We need to get it out.
Get it out completely. And that becomes the basis. Mene omo enya dream memfua so say you should do a state of emergency. Oti state of emergency as state of emergency no one year the abuses and excesses will be high.
Exactly.
State of emergency says nobody should enter the forest area. Me so na me pe me kusie. Akonia.
Akoba me fufu.
Na obi ehumi e wo ha on state of emergency po. Makumi.
Free.
Because they will see that na mikita your friend saying axe. Near yedi to
from no pickers and
Mikita no omodbaka say they saw me with a the pickers until they think that I'm going to do illegal mining. They will kill me.
Yeah.
Because there is an state of emergency that says that nobody should go into the forest area. Meanwhile, I'm going to hunt a bandicoot so that I can go and make a meal and eat and come home.
Yeah.
And so because of the possible excesses, you don't give right. State of emergency in any community restricts the growth of that community.
Yeah.
Businesses and other things will have to be collapsed. So at the end also, we are struggling. Oko, the Mamprugu area from Wale, the state of emergency. I will tell you my personal story. Now me call Bunkrugu for an event. Until Misimu with the last flight to Tamale. Me could do Tamale and me say, oh, time me conti driver. Yensimu yedru Wale me pe bibi ato nedi. It was unknown to me. Say there was a state of emergency. In fact, I forgot, not unknown. Me could do her. The Wale township that will be buzzing. I'm sure you know that area. Township.
Yeah.
Who could do Wale? It doesn't matter the hour. Yeah. Businesses are flourishing.
That's a ball.
Me say it was a ghost town.
No beer.
Obia ni ho. Abraham mentor she so from the hunger that I had to go all the way to Bunkungu. In fact, I had to call say because we cannot get anything to buy. At that place it was closed because of what? Just state of emergency. Businesses and everything went down. And because of that, they have imposed curfew or state of emergency in any place. I begin to think about the lost business that would have been laid off from their job because Ebimono, they only do their businesses in the night. Selling because commuters, foreigners, Burkinabes, Nigerians, Malians, Ghanaians, so and it's a very busy place. Yeah. Even fuel stations, Yeah. So one tow fuel now say me wo fuel station wo wale me kwa kodu ho na mato fuel you have a problem. It is because of this. And I may say state of emergency, what do we want in it? We want the issue of illegal mining to stop. So if steps are taken for illegal mining to stop, why do you still insist that there should be a state of emergency? Because the entire state of emergency, they say, say galamsey and enjai. Now say, galamsey no. Why do you think that the state of emergency will come? It say upon chia, ode ahoma remove the ahoma no. Because it still feels that the rope is on its neck. So our concept of state of emergency has blinded us. That efforts are being made to actually stop and nip Galamsey in the bud. So if Galamsey is being taken care of, what is state of emergency? So what we should be looking at is that yenina yankun na near essay yensu near essay ye forest, we can work at it. That's what I can say.
All right. Mame fa we enfam ye nyina ye nuabe ma lawyer ya wanoche frempon ne mame eda for mame Sofia Esien aka Nana Jukua odi 90 years into we celebration of life. Nyame yadoma weekend ya na ye no beba so ochena nyame yadoma mema o details no na we no
frempon
ye historian lawyer ya wanoche frempon ne mame eda from.
You never told me this one.
Aye, anopeya me ba yana or the menkrata bija.
You never told me this one. My greatest sincere condolences to you.
Wabeka ku ne ho. Well, say me jena mantem. All right.
Oh, you're one of the finest.
Sure. And he was at Nkrumah Fest, and he was the key speaker for the event.
To be honest, now the Honorable Kofi Amabwa.
Yeah.
Okachire me say I should join him. But Makachiro said,
Wagadugu, yeah.
Oh, he must pardon me. He knows my commitment. There cannot be a defender of Kwame Nkrumah that is less than me.
Yeah, sure. All right. Okay.
My first figure and to abonting. Mining a can say licenses issue of Nkrumah from 1988. 1988 to 2008. Now, like emphasis from Lawrence to Kufo. Now, I issue 40. Baku 40. From 2009 to 2016, I issue 59.
Okay. 59.
59. Nature say, or more at the 19 more.
And the
old one and no more issue. From 2017 to January 2025, 2,151 licenses. From 1988 up to 2016, Okani 99, this is 100. 1988 to 2016, no. Yes, you know, my infant said 20 years. My infant said 20 years. My infant is 99. Then, within a matter of 8 years, 2017 to 2025 January. There are 2,151. And these are the people shouting, just say, screaming, say, yes, you say, yeah. Who caused some? You see, these are the data we need to be speaking to. Because, Yanjanisa, Obo say, Obia wati baby I want tiasi no yaji omodi.
Yeah.
Over 20 years, 30 years, 99 licenses. Within 8 years of a particular government. 2,151. Now, sir, omu document bi aja pa dey say, woko kohwe mu a companies are actually wo mu kwa 334. 334 across the country. Baby a yesi go do obia no. Sir, companies no ehyehe ho. Ne ya 10 ne e ba bebre mu obi say, wama Galamsey ekunye. Are we normal?
All right, Beneza Mokto, me say, message man can abebo me pay. Or say, when you go to Seri bro sign, my name say Dini Menyan correct there. Bro sign. Or say there are 9 Chinese guys doing Galamsey and some of our security personnel, like immigration and soldiers, police officers, go every month to collect money. Last week, police intentionally arrested 4 of them and collected 60,000 from each and allow them to continue destroying the land. They are well protected. Ebenezer, our message I was send me screenshot it. Now me forward the animal 9 months for, then they will take it up. Why? I don't have any evidence to their work, but I'm sure this will be intro.
Opa, ono area home.
Ono area home.
Opa, one send you the number private.
Me pacho
na
kebe gwa me pa kwame inbox mo Facebook. Ebenezer na send me one number na me ne one chat direct. Na wo videos ne pictures. I mean for 9 months for. We need to take it up as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Thank you very much. Okay, yensura huna demo. Commander.
Esro. Salam Mustafa na organizer. Ono ano wa fairly photo as youth organizer. Eti opebibi no de agina so for re-election. Eti no mo ye na ye problem. Yesu no na mo si atia abronye ye de na tum ye mani de eti e ba ko ye dem.
Ya che fanti comedy.
Ya yi na. Eti demonstration no for them. Yesu no na. You see? Every bia na make say asem ewo hoi empenipa. Asem empenipa o.
Nipa de
Oh. Na me you see omo ho ban no omo demonstration wie. Omo wie a ora mo list of people why ye a move investigation who say be watertight. Start picking them. Iroko mo kita mo list. What we say that here, start picking them. Now you say almost rakuna, that's almost rakuna. Share meeting because Cassia and Sameka.
Yeah.
Many of you. You better me.
Sure.
You better me. Share Obia 1 year politician or Coco Casama or Moko Chenu Gun Hankoff. Politicians or Mufa phone no my friend. We want to meet you. Me I invite you. No wako. Eno ne yehuna. E dia sem gra na yeti hui. Hey, ade am bibi mo adwuma ye ba o. 9 months be. Ana mo starting dem yi. Me kwa ko bie ehumbu kwato honom. Ene tembi o me bia no mabo.
No achro.
Mabo date no mabo title e ka say the team of the demo. Ene
the press conference so aka ho. Chim.
Wo hu de che no. Na fe ye hwe baby o mbedu. Me say no amount of demo ebe Ghana for asese omo adwene 2028 no amount of demo because Ghana for tikrum ha eja kufa na ka say ye discuss so come dey period be na come dey Ghana for pa omo mo hwe yina nim o ti ase omo mo hwe yina enim say period a e come dey Ghana for during Akufo-Addo period except omoda omo say omo de omo anya omo hotam ana omo no omo hukom so on there it is say woti aban mu na especially wo position a emre bia wo hu sika ye cho sika wo ye yi ni ade a na Bernard ka say come de na wonte na say da wonte na say because wo no amen wo misa wo kokra misa de no bo oh that is more $5 to go for all you say 5 we say you say 15,000 no what you scan out the amount won ti ase na wo bi ko no ka say we ba ku eye can say 600 na wo hwe ne busumi akatua ye 2,000 and I say 1,500 each eje easy so on that no eti wo mo expect kakra but in all no a more democratic right. Constitution has static clearing. So be our freedom of expression, freedom of movement, freedom to demonstrate in the Kakakamu. Niji na our constitution mo. It would decide this over demonstrate here. I mean, that every before Nangaza. You see, I had a person make Kyei be almost over far baby a film. No more there.
I don't know Monsieur Yansa.
Miana. Me say I saw more 4 elections. Omo be sa 4 answer. Yankopon be bie kwa mo ba bie mu a omo atimaba. Omo be lusu, omo lusu first one 2024, 2028 omo be lusu, 2032 omo be lusu, 2036 omo be lusu. Omo be ba power ni e hwe 2040 hono mo ko. Wo hu de no. enye se ye de ano na eka keke wo Ghana fo hu se MPP fo omo amoman hwese President Mahama say kejetia na omo ko ejom MPP ni bi ko akoye ejom ma ni interview oh da bi anya Mahama si ye eye kufo ni si ye kufo free abamu kejetia na teche mu ne na mu ho na ye Rory station o baby ye si market na Rory station wo ko sunwane wo ko he ho na kwa faka na ya techem eso wo se ne obu brainwash wo mo no
obi ko be ka chem se Crofro market brother Mahama bra wo bre obesi awi o be ka kire o mo se ekofo
anu kra de anya problem ye ka se kufo de si abi anya problem wo ti ate ana me nya kwanya sha President Mahama me ka se Crofro market no wi a wo kwa commission
so afra kofo
wo ne kofo ko ba kofo kra na nso adinu mu fa ntwa dem pipi fo hu se ne ete se kofo asi ade asi ho no mo afura ba mu akufo ado betena so 8 years wan fa din sanka mo sori abo se odo kofo se me ne kofo adwuma ye ba mi adwuma ba yi ne kofo sha se nyina wanwie se wia hospital afari henfa nyina wanye Crofro market wanye ye ka dey say so for lie wanti ba nye eti di asem na woti again di asem ada wo kai na eye me de at least me ne minister ba ko mienu bi adi nkomo a say President Mahama direct almost strictly say project say ko so nyina so obuwie and so man start a new one eti President Mahama enwie ni term no Ghana for be who the difference. It's difference in the bar. I didn't know some go for more, but I must have a mess up. No, you're quack of sister gold about the CTV. So, hey, who met my movie, met my say, no, sister gold a guso, or forest in our saying, and the more could you so said, and then most more demonstration. Or Muja, a brother, one who the first year. So, what in some? You the moon's run, but the moon coso. Na Modam Street no so no mopa mamu nimra no so baby a police force bofa no mopa mamu mfa ho na mo kofa baby foforo na mo hwe se ahunahuna no mo besura na se mo nsuro se bi e kaka no
Bernard
Mami yeah I have not seen se obi a cheche kokoko
oh dear oh
hey unfortunately
the chief organizer
unfortunately
chief you
one kasa no mo chiro ye say any demonstration would have been amona na that one to be demonstration enya me na me chiro ye
enya wa na chiro
no mo chiro ye nti say demonstrations be esi wo man mu
na won come on dia
almost say it's no demonstration sana MPP for chiro salam mu nyina mo chiro ye e de fa me so enne o mo koye demonstration ga nya mo amen prapo me ni demonstration
na say na dem mo ni get dem
those that said that there cannot be proper demonstration in this country without Bernard Mona. Yeah. Today there is a demonstration that I don't even know about. And a demonstration you say when through no.
Yeah.
Now when the one who no nipa about my mo HM MPP for. Why?
Oh God.
Minty. Police commanders have been shifted and transferred. Because Medi Mremu Ewie. And all the time, I talk about Idi Lanza.
Yeah.
No, a Greater Accra Regional Commander of Police.
Fantastic guy.
Now, Bibia, and we gave them about 21 days notification to our event. You know, Omashe Bibia, Abe drew time no 11. Most say that be Mamma Maya Quine and Maya demonstration. And I papa say, She, where am I going to stand? Lord no crampono, make a quarter. Judge no baby Samin Sema. I will not be able to answer.
Yeah.
Into Mama Yanko di Omochi. They wrote me a letter. In fact, Omoko court. Omoko court, no. Baby, and I yes, ye park or ye protest, no. Almost say that we may cover her. Meanwhile, we had already accepted with them. Na any by a first at the Park. Enti me ka say, ni amode mo call court amokoji no. It's not applying to me. I'm not at the place you have said we should not be. Enti papa yi ebaye na yete keteso and no so betina ase, so that he can talk with us to see the police as part of us. Because of that, the man was transferred as Greater Accra Regional Commander. Not only did you huna young protesters, no, but you huna the police officers. and then one night say yeah demonstration here. You thought that we were anti-Ghana, no? More dear, move to a demonstration. So you and we are anti-Ghana for. I support everybody and your right to protest. It's guaranteed in the Constitution. In fact, it's a fundamental human right. The right to disagree and the right to protest. It is a yes, our demonstrations here. It is not because you hate Ghana. In fact, most of the demonstrations, that time now that's what MPP.
Yeah.
It will have to do with legal education in this country. Legal education. So okay.
Yeah.
And as students see, law students see, my cultural exams, my pass, but Ghana Law School say omuntimi informal.
When you about to why?
Almost say omuntimi informal. Enti a chunk of them who even pass no omuntimi enko school.
Yeah.
Enti nkrofo yi say omoko protester. And my friend say member come.
Wow.
Enti ye co protest no, I was not leading. In fact, media no ba no mo pese money men kasa na ma chire the student leadership. Say money o mon kasa so that it doesn't take away the purpose.
Yeah.
Police came and stationed at Afrikiko. Yeba ebe fa Thomas Sankara interchange, most of them say Akwaje interchange. Na immigration side no, police at the water tanks abe block it. From the Afrikiko side, no ma block it. And we are on top of the interchange. What were they trying to do? To murder us. Because
yeah.
What were we supposed to do? To jump out of the interchange. So you jump and fall down and die.
And die.
Murderers are calling people not to intimidate them. Murderers. And then we see they are intimidating you. Huna. And no nyabone. Namo pe kunipano. What do we say about you? In fact, yes, I know that time I was nurturing a hip problem.
Okay.
Into police in Edimechi, my boys had to be pushing me at a point. They carried me to run. Into here, kono na police no edna vac office hormone. They were shooting. Into and I catch the leadership and say, this is Canada Embassy, High Commission. Canada hono. It is no more Ghana land. It is Ghana.
More Canada.
Wow. Student protest. No, those who participated in the protest. No, the Canadian High Commission say we want to present a petition to the government of Ghana, and they will not take it. Into Canada, Monje na Monkofama, the president of the Republic of Ghana. That is what we went through, and the frontiers of legal education has been expanded. Minko law school, work law school. Or more, they have benefited from it, and they are lawyers. No? Am I one of them?
No.
Majority of them will come and be attacking me, or even doing cases against me. I wish them well in their demonstration. I just hope that the police doesn't do what they were doing against Yang when Nana Akufo-Addo was in government. Let the police of today act professionally and protect the lives of all the protesters. Protest is a right that anybody can embark on. And so let them do it. Let the police be measured in their brutalization of citizens. Don't do that. I will never ask that police should brutalize anybody because say Omoka Kwaye a demonstration. So Mustafa, salam.
Remember, people lose over offered it.
Salam.
Benghazi dey be no ye you. How we are you over patch.
Why 2024?
Me na make out no. Me say, and Nadia no. Bernard Mona is not even informed.
Like you are not even aware.
I'm not aware. And it is a demonstration. And you wrote that now demonstration would have been Mona, now that one to be demonstration. Until this one that I'm not even aware. Now this one to be demonstration.
All right. But quick one, UN General Assembly meeting. No?
That's right.
I think a lot is happening there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot is happening there. Me ba twa mo 2 minutes na yen kan wasem. And delegation no ye twa so.
Yes.
Once the previous years na nkrofo timi ko gum, but say dey utimi say ya trem ya ankasa.
One was MPP for come. Omu come. Ana omo deputy ranking. As a Faje Yamfana. All because we attack Okunje Tony and the other. Hey, now what can say or attack no? No, as I didn't is one fan.
Now, watching or Quemuna and BB.
And yes, I'm watching. No, I want to hear Kono. A year Ganda ye,
yeah.
Yempe propaganda.
Sure.
It is a walk, no, I propaganda, the Aniet Navi. Won't go. Well, no, and the word to me say, Obemoako. What's all my uncle? No problem, Liddy. Kasakasa every river.
Yeah.
But I saw something significant. I think say you good. I'm say me anopena me Trump kasa about Mahama ne you would to me say a young cranche. Any other day. Me nim say Mahama free a honomumrano. That's our decision on our visa so marriage. 3 months. 3 months. Me sure say it will be solved.
Okay.
Or move to me at the back. Now we share say Ghanaians abroad organizing a share or more na efe. On this one, a branch here, me call US, I mean, no more organize anything. I mean, 2019 Kufuado call me. Yeah, the kind ahead. Organizing a Compuciano. What can be? And now who we are. What got rented their band, and I'm quite and I'm saying your hypocrisy is legendary. Adia wo na wo trust adia we na wo di mu atenti man wo yebi no wo ba be kasa same way. What do you mean? Every country across the world UN General Assembly ko wo say hotel bia omo president bia no omo gu ho ka mo ayi omo so feel say as say the petition emba president omo de ko eti di asem na wo kai edi no Enfa kwaimu. Yeti what did I think say me who say first lady. And so and Kofobisia ya or Kankola ho asem ni ade. I mean, who say everything is on point. Just say niam koso. Edi omunyu say Mahama is the hope. Mahama is the hope. And I think no boy no ama hope nso so ye den
obisi sa anyum ne deserve Ghana music awards na say ready
yeah we show mu well
yeah sure
say omode asem papa e be free yeah
okay
UN, what is its relevance? The United Nations. What is the relevance of the United Nations? Yearly. Yanko UN General Assembly, Mantese Omako, South Africa, Pretoria.
Mantese. I think our conversation we are bapping. Say location there, yeah, your corner best. Yes.
New York and Vienna.
Yeah.
Mantese Omako, St. Petersburg. Mantese Omaba, Accra. Let alone to talk about Zimbabwe. UN General Assembly Onga. It takes place in New York. What is the relevance of the UN? The UN is supposed to protect humanity and the nations. Gaza Strip, Israel, brutal Israel is killing the future. Nkora omu ewu. And then UN is meeting and they will come talking and no action will be taken against Israel. People are being killed.
Okay, I get where you are coming from.
UN General Assembly or the UN sat down and watched Patrice Lumumba, Yechwanity, and they They dissolved him in acid. The UN General Assembly, it meets Nasi. Emma, the CIA of the United States of America, infiltrate Africa to kill Kwame Nkrumah, to kill Sekou Toure, and kill Thomas Sankara. And recently, UN General Assembly, et Nasi, Emma, George Bush to go and invade Iraq, Afghanistan, and killed Gaddafi. Every year, Afibiano, young African leaders, 54. We go with Red Tony. Ne akoda America hotel kese. Ne etuya sika kese amomo. Their hospitality on our friend saying industry gain much more from us. Yeah, this no echo. We sleep there, we eat there, they take care of it, and then they get money. We are building their economies.
Okay.
The UN General Assembly has not done anything to further the interests of any African nation. Kasa de and the echo. And I say to you, Hopeson, where do you Mr. Now see, President Mahama and Trump in some for the first time, Trump could not abuse anybody.
Yeah. And I'm not commander.
When to be
for the first time,
because Obabe abuses South Africa. No, President Mahama actually say we will not take lessons on who can abuse the others, because South Africa is coming from the brutalization of the West.
Yeah.
Trump here. Into himself so can sem fun
Mahama be yin ano.
So
okay.
Ye kum kasa no. You say I hope ba o hwe ne nim asa na wa ye no.
That's right.
Enti he nim say oya Mahama ba here. But me, what is visa to the United States of America going to do to me? It is so mo pay omo my 3 days visa. If we don't go there, what will be the crime? Then they see.
They share business for no more.
There is business here. In fact, these days, business know your phone so.
Yeah.
Business be our pen. No? I think if you want the most heaviest equipment, you can do business online, and you sit down and that thing will come to you.
Yeah.
Until we don't need to go there. Hopeson, how much is American visa fee?
Oh, about 2,000 plus.
Visa fees. And so no better ticket. How many Ghanaians have not been bounced?
Yeah, baby.
And then I know pay Coco Hella.
So why am I?
Me say how many Ghanaians?
Why am I actually
here? Yeah, visa applications are not bounce more than 2/3. Bound more than 2/3 and bounce more than 2/3 now. Sikano. No more the USAID, USAID.
Yeah.
No more say America for and a babuam. Yesika and omaji. Yes, me say me babe phone. Me better me buy no. Na me discount or say me phone. One mama phone no. O say me sikano so menya. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the government of Ghana must speak to these people that say our people no say bana yesi ye per visa now am my visa for
I don't know.
That way they will not use visa fees as extorting the little from the people of Ghana. I don't have much to say than to say that the UN is of no use.
And we are in Bernard Cassier. What is America for me $200 million? Somebody support Jessica.
All right, Mamena Commander Hopeson Adorye say na me na Uncle Bernard Muna and so ase na me na wa wo hwe yen and so ase.
Yeah, we dem pacho. Enra me call me chrome achiavi. Na me fa kwanya so e de achia wo munyina. Sa o mo hwe ye program we papa.
O mo hwe pa o wani achia munyina.
Achia.
Ya achia munyina.
No wa fa fitri ene bobitaji am.
Oh, me de yi kakra bai.
Kakra wo mo
buy one farm
how the come empress.
Me ba na hu sa me mo wacha. Na nim say lazy mom.
Some sort of cancer. To me, eat deep into the fabrics of our society. I click it to on top of the mind awareness of every Ghanaian because of the devastative impact the BIA and the Obiano. And 2024 was the first time I go into a major elections. Na economy and yet the topical issues are not yet discussed. Na Galamsey was the leading defense and topic of conversation because na a refugee or share yensu ne nema and to a point water stability levels. No, I think you can get 0 to 500. Yeah. I don't know. So we be woman Ghana Water Company bet me using the machines at their pumpia filter, but 0 to 500 no. Na ye nam 5,000 to 12,000. The person man from my dream ko home 0 to 500 manageable, but we were hovering around 5,000 to 12,000. It means obeti a Ghana Water Company because omo pumps into me pump it because I don't know we're so dirty to the extent they could not. Your friends say work on this water sabe be purified am Ghana near you. So why would be wura wonum bia no should know say kept toxic chemicals na so for na di wura omu. And it was quite obvious the government of the day demonstrated clearly say and yes own team fight galamsey onya wellen so obe fight galamsey. And it's over by 221 241 forest reserve and almost by 44 there. Na amamfo age aboso. Ye wura ma ye tu galamsey gidi wo kroma saying. And the end say evidence na investigation na for a course and nothing was done about it. And no before na Ghana for the Kodi lies wa do na de to abati Akufo-Addo man ko ye. Enti say aban foforo aban ejo mahama abanya. Amanfo hwe kwan foforo no so be fa so a obetimi fight this galamsey. But you see the danger in some of these things and they say galamsey now we had the level of devastation in Nema Kosuna. And ya dear said the President Mahama can overnight over that sorry open sesame and you fight galamsey neko. It's not possible. You understand? It will need time, strategy, plan. I will be implemented, but we'll make sure that the actions are quite swift and the outcome now a short term, not long term. Now with me at the daily situation. Yes, okay. Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. Now I was flipping through some of the achievement of what we making that fight within this short period. I think they've been able to do a lot of stuff at their end. ATM mitigated this effect. But enam say conversation, among four videos, among four who they be na click your mind, and people still want to see more because then about 1,000 and over people have been arrested in this short period. Your friend saying excavators and as for machiche and your friend is saying your friend is saying individuals are more a prosecutor or money as a forum and the ban on your friend is saying new licenses yeah and mining or some of the forest reserve and there's a 90 and they are completely your friend say overtaken by criminals and the minister and so much recover. I think they almost a trade. There has been another re-entry. Eguso. So effort no eguso. But Ghana for say enye enough. And I agree. Because adia no ninsun so you wo na mane. Enti in as much as government is doing something until say you be a total stoppage, Ghana for will not relax. What I say? And into who this renewed energy on the side of Ghanaians, and I perfectly agree. Because we need to do something very drastic. Now I'm trying to stop this thing. And into one of the big mover minister, things will deserve a lot of commendation. The mover. Said that LI should be revoked immediately. And I'm expecting the Attorney General to work swiftly to ensure or revoke it. Because it does not make sense. Say but to legitimize it, Amani Parkwan say hey, Forest Reserve will come to a good year. Now Adan Sabi, I show that damn the whole team Krana. We do that. But we licensed people to go into this forest reserve and people were ravaging. So, baby, I think say government want the plans are Ghana also have their concerns to express. And all that you need to do is to take into account what Ghanaians are. Because you see, I never come among for everyone say this whole fight against galamsey, whether it is successful or not successful it is not the government to determine. It is the people who will determine. Say yes, they say they legitimate. And at any point in time, they are telling you, say, oh yes, successful. It means continue do more. What does that mean? So I think say the fight, you know, you bet me a fight it. But Ninyina was some kind of a willingness to be how confrontational the state is in its effort to dealing with some of these things. Because like I say, people who are into these illegal mining activities, you know, they are not galamseyers, they are criminals. Some sound of a criminal cartel or say they will devastate the environment to satisfy their individual greed. The state need to see these people as criminals and go after them.
You know the way
exactly.
Not make an article from Institute for Security Service, Security Studies, Institute for Security Studies. Almost say stability level now work a beer could do 14,000 until 5,000 now work on the whole form. Almost a bimo tramu areas, and this is 2025, February 2025.
Yes, anti issue no in your politics and your NDC and MPP. Some I think say the previous government FLE went to me and a new government aba. A month for expect something has to be done. This is not time. You better relax it. Me say this commitment must start with government being very aggressive and very hostile. Because in the first place, yet here. Frimpom Boatin reported that nipa deseni akowura forest a sense as you say so then as for report that or share obi and as obi say why don't you prosecute those individuals because and no alone will be a starting point what has happened mekano because a man for to galam say na ya nya far reaching consequences obo hu say abrante we ko to galam say or them 30 years there are that things quite clear I know the day no. Even the power wellness, no, Musha Sumasia, because very often people who lead this crusade, Galam say, Abranta no, hear you, but they know, the campaigns Nankasa are top in people. I am for Kahutu Galam say, Ukromase. I am for Kasakasia, Otiti Obudi already so, Dodona behind this Galam say. Politicians and big people. These are the people who should be the prime target. I say, you go after them.
But I am not shifting focus on you blame Chinese in Kwa. China ni no fini kuro mu no wo wan kire no site wa obeni no
yes wa friend kwa China for na man for na sponsor mo do mo ba
thank you
because makacha mo they have the resources they have the money to buy the big machinery na se for no Ghana ni need to mean to say man no
enunti recently African Defence Force for magazine omo publish here omo say even omo buy no kra bebre no ye deport bebre mo omo ko but omo man for blame na ma foreigners omo de mayeti mam
ko Western region say or China town
thank you omo de mayeti mam ko na
clearly the state ni and me over the years ni say na no na make say o hear Rolling Stone Rolling Stone ya say chechi am for from the bush since 1980 something be seen there you gusu the soldier for pama for it's not possible we cannot win I think we need a strategy that strategy will also include rehabilitating the young people and finding some decent job for them to do. You understand?
Unemployment in the
not government and so finding a way. You bet me I enhance this particular galams your friends are mining, you know, I destroy away because gold no from no we are day nipa betu. The question is the strategies nema be na wodi guma wo betu a won say nema. Say government yet me introduce sa nema no bia then people will be guided. There be a makasa me I don't agree with allowing private individuals to go into the forest and mine. Government can set up at even the mining district in our home. We can form state-owned companies which will be led by individuals who have more enough knowledge into this mining. They lead the company.
Community
mining. Community mining. You chance I said my party for some no. There was no guideline. What I say. These are some of the strategies that we need to. So at the end of the day, no, a state-owned enterprise and a state-owned company. And lead this whole thing. Another day, if something goes wrong, we know which company is operating here, who to go after, and the very people to sanction. Okay. But who to gumna obi the upper, you can control it. So I think there, you see, the area na kwese wonasia efi na wafa socks tintintin she. Na wo se wo horo na sa bra wo ngro socks no. Ya kasa hunu ni nsem hunu so na abese no. And that is exactly what we are doing. I think we need an actionable plan. I bet Nasan Quay did in the Sakasa Hunas for nothing will come out of it. Now I am fan tackle this galam say, and I tackler. Sam Rantan and Maya no most such and fine one and I'm here for Mao or need you obedient to our class as so. I can say for Nank or no, this guy the top. And they know these people and they are not willing to go after these people. You understand? So I think it's not as if galam say fight, yen to be when we can. we need seriousness. Now you make sure say aban no pull all resources into it. And then I'm say problems no overwhelming, you know. The good job a minister and other people on the ground are doing it's overshadowed. You understand? Making it look like nothing is being done. But I think so too when you call for clearly you could see clearly say people are on the ground on daily basis just trying to, you know, take control of lands and the a stop way. I think that the only messenger very often we black Africans near TSC yes say many parents who say consequences our often actions. Beside that they forget it.
Okay, forget it. I am to FM 92.3. Simply so you media no was go so awuti no ebusuan for aka 28 minutes now about 5 p.m. 5 p.m. e be so refika safidie so or say tell them all the salaries in Ghana are very bad. Oreku GH from Suhum Nadia and say good afternoon Dean. I'm listening to you live. I want more fire from you. I'm a staff of Zoom Lion and in Techima as a technician. Oh, okay. Yet my salary is 1,400 cedis, but it doesn't come on time. So how do we survive? My name is Mr. M. Okay. M. So now how do we buy? Please ask that advice. How many jobs in the drone distribution program create? And if the drones are manufactured in Ghana and by Ghanaians, okay. See, Dean, you know something? The MPP leaders look like Dabi. Okay. Kofi Kini who message you know but mean to kind. Please tell Mama to complete the cathedral so that we can be praying for the MPP party because red takers take over the party. Why you tell 0541825106? Chairman, Galam saying Sam.
Dean, once again,
Obey obey.
Metrasi JM 100%.
Okay.
Any strategy on mountain.
Okay.
Yaba succeed. No, why be paying?
Okay.
Nipa, no, your president. From 2012 to 2016, only 44 licenses. Licenses all the mine. 44. Right? From 2012 to 2016. 2017 Yamobeje to 2025 JM near 2036.
The Institute of Security Studies for say by 2030 Ghana yebe importance you see
me say obi be ye o man penny 2012 to 2017 license on my say mo fan koye
galamsey no
44 enya galamsey
small scale mining
44 obi by from 2017 to 2025 GM Sababa no I issue 2036 licenses. The same person Oba 2026 no because of the galamsey na also the winning I okay say ma President Mahama press ampo ma fe okofa helicopter kofa East region so galamsey no e wo East region pa chebi ho pa na ohun ya no so be ye controversy in SMP by omo gina so en no ba out of casete as yeti so accommodate are you getting my point too ni nechi no ba ya no obe prove say na no kre yeti sika so 2 years about a small scale mining 2 years abaya no then na bibia say oh no ka say ono die or the presidency
e be see line so
one subsidy
yentu no
the
no kunya beto
time no so you say form of nana ya man no form no so no oh na party no so ba ya o say party yeska nti afi di mbm any ene
data efi Ghana mining repository for her HRS 102 mining license and MPP for issue here between January 1 and January 6.
2024
2025
2025 Pacho can be me say
data efi Ghana mining repository for her repository for her HRS 102 mining licenses no issue here between January 1 and January 6 2025
into 6 days.
On men can say on January 1 holiday no and only 1st January 2025 no omu issue 67 licenses
or issue
public holiday na New Year day no Emma 67 different companies into out of the 102 mining licenses no equal 92 companies were
it is ankofo yi
and they receive here
then it is ankofo omo moral right is on beka
data no Ghana mining repository for and this data
omo moral right say on beka I criticize say NDC government here once you say they are too me can be say waba 8 good years na unya strategy be and fight galamsey no na agin say ma and they declare state of emergency me bendo me kebi
okay
ya more 8 good years wa wo say obe fight na 8 years soon to me fight ya aka 1 year oba be fi akonya so and they declare state of emergency
the BCBNC
because uni eyi bia and then na Ghana force ye they say President Mahama su kebi it is said they also declare state of emergency emfa no more dia tutu ni kwemu ye kon obae we making sure say this month na within 8 months 9 months on issue 1 license crampo here
sa dia omo issue we mu ina nkra so say we training ina
on issue 1 year reserve forest reserves now omo ma ehun law license omo ma law say yanko mine we mu we making sure say we retrieving in 9 back bi o ma na no go area we tumi ai den age Andre ya waba out say water bodies NSA forest reserve ni na eba be security zone
say
security zone na enye eyi bia no ye kan say emergency bia na declare no
because
enye go area who kwa ye kum
who for World Health Organization Mr. Kyei for no almost kidney liver skin cancer any sad disease never ni na no dodo na tano any brim river a fish no more when they produce eba no
last year before in this be winning na sansem we na yeka
when po year 2021 2022 and 2023
we na Ghana water bekasa to the extent say TUC cry yes organize protest TUC last minute no redraw here Ghana Medical Association the mobile out say yen say yin ntumi enkobi Kofi Juma threaten the workers Giok dictionary company there wasn't any you can say commitment 2024 ranking member health there's some no anka a free ayu honorable Dr. Free ayu or say ye pa yam betwam yen kwa Asante region say kwa ko Google am say on be train bibi wanka December 2024 December
so now e bia na campaign
obi antumi ba Asante region embambe jai galamsey it is such inkofo no such criminals no omuni moral right bi on betumi asaba back say identity na yentumi fight galamsey ba asempa ne say nipa na oye president no ene no oka oye
okay
obi oye humble
okay
osuro nyame
okay
then osuro nyame
okay
timimi jinidi with all of us coming on board no galamsey no a 10 of the pass.
Thank you Chairman Bendo Ewusia for aye ahoto FM 92.3 simpies udwumedie na waso guso awutie na wadwen nche ne 0541 825106 WhatsApp messages ni na no ya be kind amount 0541 825106 0541 825106 all the messages in ba ya be kind the amount or say Dean great submission by all standard MPP is seeing the 8 months of Mahama as 8 years Nanado is a serious hypocrite because he doesn't have that moral right. Okay, Reverend Josiah Bechele Ena Ode Ebaye. We see Dean, good afternoon to you. I'm very happy that you have met another wise man into your studio. Keep it up. Okay, Kwesi Mahama is the one we must praise, but not the one who go to the meetings and sleep. Hey, Emma Kokovin. Radio Adevai. Enoch Asamanke say, I see the MPP should focus on their collapsed MPP party. The good people of Ghana are very happy about the president, JDM. Okay, about how he's managing the economy. So what is the MPP coming to do again? MPP never again. Margaret Swiss Regional Chairman, Dr. Mark Oliver Kevel, and Charles Nyame, Free SHS Secretarial Coordinator, Eastern Region. Enoch Edufia Asamanke say, Ena or the Ebae. Mr. Chase, I would see demonstration also.
Yeah, I did.
What a demonstration also. I want you to be with I can't be few minutes.
I think that's our topic. No crown as at the start because
once them come.
Yeah, time no more. Yeah. I think sir, you see me that be a can say I will be the biggest hypocrite to come and sit on radio or TV and condemn Obia oil protest and oil demonstration. Because so we believe in democracy, legitimate tools, our constitution, and making available to anybody within any democratic setup or not democratic dispensation. So we feel dissatisfied. I mean, to employ these legitimate constitutional tools, demonstrations, protestations, remonstrations. Use it to register your protest within the confines of the law. And the MPP as a political entity, and I was buying 8 years ago. To me, dying home after 6 months. Now, I say a month for it and a 500 years. You have a bomb, Basso. Say, to me, I exercise that particular right within the Constitution. And for me, that's good, that's appropriate, that's fine. But then, it's not about demonstration yet. The question is, a dear intina okwakoye demonstration, no. To do that, you need a sound reason. Sebi nyansa wom emu da ho. So the question is, dear Bena MPP so oya ho demonstration. Ombeka kire say John Mahama ba ye or tata omo tete omo fa ahodie so. Na busan say esi da ban. Ana say oman na bia omo wo ba bi na fe no mo besim. Da ban obi sha say tata hwan na hwan na ya tata no. Because Sesia Wusi Krum now on Ghana for your interviewer. Abufua Ghana for Woma John Mahama within this short 8 months in the say. Onyan fa nkrofo we go prison, onyan jail omo. So people are even angry. And you must be a joker to tell someone say yeah tete me because at 18 nyan shasi o. First o krasa na ko have video say your free show. Ukosha na fe owian ye said yi film ba bia fe kire mo na ya pamu nyina si abonten de aka na ya giska enti ba bia fe no nya hwe wi ba bia sika wo bia kwakope bia ba hwe bi
na fe no comedies enti omu yi comedies
enti de omu hu ya comedies but psychological warfare and omo wage on Ghanaians
okay
they know what is ahead so when they start playing some of these antics then when they start ya kan ya na se for no but you see I don't know the kind of politics young people are consuming today because you see, politics has no room for decency, ethics, values, any politics. People within, most of them have become loose cannons, just advertising nothing but nonsense for people to consume. In the first place, demonstration was your fans are na omoye ne say ayade awe ya sabi uno ujino wo ne nkwankwanta Oliver and other people demonstration you see ye sagalam say an MPP anya kokoduro kan bi omo ye ho demonstration ye boamanfo from twebinum from ye say Oliver kutu kaki okodam judge ka say on money bail they denied them bail for almost 1 week e man for ye protest so omunya nku nipa nya hwe o they only did demonstration in this country edru baby aye Jubilee House Flagstaff House no ya say a security zone no go area okotwam itime bonipa the senate say be kromfo this shameless bunch of individuals etime ye akokodro kwaye demonstration ekogina Jubilee House animu eko present petition to your friend say deputy chief of staff or vice president office na urge petition me ka say okanyansa sem bi kire omo mu ye nyansa fa nko mu nyina ja petition no obesin ko fie okata say enade mutimi nya ko mutimi aba Jubilee House ebe deliver petition we obi a we nyansani a no answer oju petition free nisa na de wade kofie I am say nipa nwene nti o ma dwen kora nko because at some point in time na won to me nya demonstration wo krom ha police for no mudi wachi no omo na bebo atwe form uhu say police ni bu obi a so they were only exposing themselves to the world how hypocritical nipa omo ye because krom ha yet ye ka say ye tietia amanfo fa ahude se na ye bo amanfo okron abrante am friend bongo idea si akra keto so akotra de wo ye friend say Twitter ya kofa ne free ne da mu de ne ko shew de ade chichiri ni tifo be na nsa ye wie ne ye da no to twini nwura mbesi nne ubisa police for so omonyo omo national security so onyo ono a besi nne nipa okọ kidnap that young man ye nim under a certain regime yet kroma journalist afia pokua na so mu dwane free kroma say ono na kan ene ye friend say amanase kotena South Africa because we expose so aban enye na babu na ku no journalists are yabu omo okroma you say me I don't want to do that kwakuba analysis where asemisi and then wakofa 1992 paper August 5th deben sa retroactive justification but the fact of the matter is that he who comes into equity must come with clean hands sesi ade yakosi obi anya obi ahwe first one omo say hwan akwaye okuma se okasa ho you fa no say won't to me obi an which hante no okwaje aban sika sa ode kwakwaye afuo over millions of your friends saying dollars. Na say ye bisa say dia wudi sika na kwa renya hu ye be kire yan. This is a brand here forest reserve I say obi ankom no ono akoteki over e na o twitwa concession ma manfo nte duru bosom ya na onam so ejeje ne commission ne na se for no. These are criminal activities. And this we yes anema we na say obi fro say be yi wa no a na so ye which hante wa na say be nya dam na hyew na wo tima na minim abronye when they watch hunter abronye ono ana no asem na de ko wie ba bi ekoko wie ye so you see Ghana for expecting more and you see President Mahama at this point in time no pa ban ba ko a Ghana for the support for amana ne say John Mahama decide say obeche MPP for about car through a pure mo kroma I'm telling you say Ghana for be gina kwan ho abom nsem because omunim boni amamfo adi so I think say they should just shut up and give us a break the ebeba no enyan start ye because Ghana for John Mahama nim say one after the other, these people. We are to base the argument on pieces of information. Minister the Babontina, I think the explanation kakra a woman say. So this whole agreement between the United States of America and Ghana, we have that bilateral relationship. I mean, sure say over the years, Obia can attest to that fact. There has been several engagements both behind the scene and on the scene. Adeba kwan attract much attention the Gitimbutu abra America here na just say o disband yes Guantanamo the offense bay no now they have to get everybody out so they negotiated with their bilateral partners around the world that Ghana was one of the countries money go into that particular arrangement 2 people were sent to Ghana but yeah a whole lot because the whole idea is that these people were coming to stay or more decided they could stay forever. And people thought say na here such an agreement would need parliamentary ratification. By government at the time they thought they could do it through that bilateral kind of memorandum. So but issue no court Supreme Court. I think that the ruling was quite obvious. Such an agreement required parliamentary ratification because those people were coming to stay in Ghana. The people of Ghana should be given that particular right. Anytime I catch her say, I was at the big parliament be a natural say Ghana for will say, an internal more representative, de or more, more kind, more agree on this particular way. But on this particular one, so would see explanation that Minister the buyer or say, so her agreements na air cost na. Through a memorandum between Ghana government and the US government. At the executive front, you see, government our power to do a lot of stuff. And through memorandum of understanding, no never be breakoso. So in this instance, he says the Attorney General's opinion was sought. And the conclusion was that Nipa no mobile chrome has said dia or mobile stay forever in Ghana. The agreement more or less like a transit point for Ghana. For these individuals then Ghana will facilitate their eventual arrival to their various countries.
And omo baha na fi ofi Gabon no fi ana okwa Gabon.
Yes. So the government will facilitate. And say the government has been in talk with the saying the various embassies. Mono mo kasa sebe ya nipa na ba bedru ha ya kwan bi ese ewo so a ye de omoko bia no na ye de omoko enti ade ba ko na san ye issue sikasema na ka ho se hwe enka ho na ye de omoba. The question is nipa na se ye de omoba kuruma they will stay for few days na se ye de omoko mukuruma hwan na betua ka asa ka na ye broka na sesen whole lot of questions. But I mean, my opinion has always been said, you see, in the recent times, when it comes to the bargaining prowess of the African states here at the world stage here, are diminishing considerably because over the years, we've sold ourselves cheap to these global powers. And on the other side of it, we have nothing to bring to the table. My culture says you never go into the negotiating table or without any bargaining powers and expect you come home with anything. Because over the years, the resources na se for and my power na se for them at those tables ni nyina ye de acheche and all the mining stakes belong to foreigners. So at the end of the day, if an African sit at the UN any other place now bargaining, the question is bargaining chip here then. And situations like this, give you a certain bargaining advantage be in as much as humanitarian and as a forum, I expect to say at least. Yatia recently, Donald Trump, Ghana. Visa, your friends, regime or Ghana has a restructuring radically. And 5-year visa we will win. Or more 3 months, explanation was not given as to why nothing. And I think that if at some point in time, countries like America and other partners also here Ghana in this particular regard, yes, in the name of mutual interest and whatever, and sometimes we need to because the people in question here are Ghanaians. But I think that it was also a perfect opportunity for us to also bargain for near my betimi aboain asiki protect the interest of our people rather than say the mom for momra na yebeji omo. For me that wasn't enough. And again nipa na yede omo ba no ye nipa every one of them an issue. Some asiki for asylum on the claim say omukrom they were attacked and a whole lot of reasons. And some of the deportees even the American court insisted they should remain in America. But Donald Trump what court see a mountain he's just removing people. So he called them aliens. He's just removing people against their will. And they are not willing to come. And the countries where these people come from are not willing to take them. Because treat you it's not nice. Because no country can deport another person to other country without Nipanoma Kwanza Fanabra. That point has to be established. That is why recently America forced one for go play one of the countries could do a plane sign down anybody because Yamau Kwanya you can't stop and say would nipa. And in negotiating with this country one after the other, but you're very Herculean task, especially when the people involved are not willing to go. Enti say Ghana or fan say I am ready, bring them then it means you will be at the number. Na once what facilitate it because the enti abanka say here parliamentary ratification they say among West African member states you can stay in any other country for 90 days without a visa. You don't need parliamentary approval. It's a law or that. Because of the way I share. And if these people, Ghana is only facilitating their eventual arrival to their respective country and they are going to be here within a short stay, within 90 days, then you do not require parliamentary approval. Okay. What I say, it is on that basis and all cancer. But I think that in order to avoid this unnecessary noise about Munhu Parliament, I think the best thing the government could have done is say, what they call Parliament, and they call Parliament, the NDC has majority. And it will not be a big deal. So benya amount for more rectify we amount. So the governance aspect of it, in order not to incur the rough and the unnecessary noise amount for going to, whether memorandum could have solved this thing or going to parliament. And I think going to parliament ain't change anything because there wasn't going to be any backfire. You get parliament to approve it for you and whatever we now person we had because the fact of the matter is that yedi nipa gu chemu e America ene side detention centers ya keji nipa te se kraman nipa o yesisi ada na ya keji nipa te se kraman na yedi omogu waiting deportation and they are unable to deport them because countries of origin say ya njemo and the Trump government so they the politics because okachira amanfo so oba remove all aliens and arresting people and keeping them in custody no for him is a win. You can stay there for 2 years. I'm fine. Once you are ma ukwan ma unkwa na mkrom. and to offer in America free so bobra but or share your friends saying
detention
or
center.
detention center any change a good in sasa will be okukunipa.
Wow.
And it is in this spirit, and a Ghana government decided, say, okay, if that is the situation there, those who are willing to come, no, let us facilitate. No for Momra, because if you are not willing to come, not sure say they will force you to come. And even ban or more ban or class, oh, kwanya ye fast wire the amount for bar. Uti premier or ban, chengu, negu, satisfactory will be or kukunipa. Because they have this mindset to say Africans, you know, are very unpredictable. Nipano, so we jana so on play numuna omra, obi oha, fear na obano nishi, he has nothing to lose. And the obasoro play numama, and the besiasi. Is the reason why I'm about mukeji or mono. Or ye jana nipa me and some betting me course commotion or play mama, and a shares in a that would be better than some member crum in sapine. And some come with nothing because we don't crum near chill.
And we know a send a clear signal say politicians have failed Africans.
And your politician, you failure.
Okay, so we Africans we have failed ourselves.
Yeah. So I know President Mahama call you and now catch the way for said they should pay Assembly, reparation to Africa. That is the point I disagree. Nobody should pay a dime to Africa.
You sure?
Yes, because you see, time has come for us to take our own destiny.
But the Germans are still paying to the Israelites.
It doesn't matter. Then. Fortunately for we Africans, you know, resources, you know, are renewable and science. Since Kwame Nkrumah time to the resources
are too good.
Nipana ya say, almost some of the call slave trade, and almost dress shoe shampa wakujina airport could kill mu at the tom on the cop. Because we are not making use of the people here. The resources we are not making use. Me call program or CTV. I am a far American and busy. Me do hana my raho.
Lie.
And you lie, people will go.
Okay.
Okwa, a why run about. I could never kukura embassy provide initiative man for traffic nama ayakete koko papa na berwa at work cross by least mistake about. And this thing has been there for almost like 10 years in here. They don't even respect the people to know say a hana mobile but na baje vicentiem provided temporary shelter before people. They don't respect you. And the reparation, man, people are happily selling themselves to modern day slavery because they are not being used. Africa is the most, your friends say, you can't use full population in the whole world. Your friends say, Nigeria, one of the most populous countries in Africa. Human resources are the most valuable resources of all Africa. Natural resources you will be. Apart from that, from by fire, a car buy so no and what is the guarantee of child reparation? It's the same greedy old people who come and waste the money.
And obi the video be to social media say sasi can you tia the work of V8 ne Land Cruiser be twa mama for still adagata.
What we need is not reparation. What we need is that kind of mutual respect. You bet me going into the bargaining table with America. Made me crow for a bar, menso media medeba table nusunie. But because you have nothing to offer or can't obey this, so as a master say come, no one say you have to come. Whether you are sick or not, no way you have to go. Africa need to, create its own wealth, create its own, magnify no ankwasa ne dignity and nipa no frewa kan sama kire okro ba dwene ho adwene ho mieno. But if we continue to sell ourselves cheap, Akufo-Addo started that particular reparation thing, and here we are. Resources na ye je since time beduru ha no enye the same abrofo na dey amomo okọ boase anya onye omo na etu all the big mines okro onye omo nyina no
nansi enya oil cry san dey acho
all the big oil companies na okro nyina they are American companies. So you try reparation man then how they kwaye. It is not about money it is about the psyche, the mentality any adwen wo team. Africa has over political leadership about 90% akron fon kwa in suit. I will be sika na dey ye no fie na busuafo ye o kasa odwene ho oboa. And the reparation by now I den resources na ka no gold ni omfa ni abrofo be fa no omfa ni nyina nko ye o. Dodo na okroma na so tiasa asem. Ye take it over no. Kwan be dey afa so dey develop ye nkrofo. Wonam Kumasi Accra road, that is the major road in Ghana. Look at the road and the reparation by. So I disagree with the president when he called for reparation because that alone is not enough. I think that ye begin to see ye near ye near to ye near my a serious minded individuals because we have everything that it takes to succeed. Now no me help otu we dey Poland in about 20 years ago. Otu we dey Poland na ne o a town like Warsaw. Capital.
So they were part of the USSR.
One of the most beautiful cities Abenya Ewasasi so. But Ubisa say Poland, as a country, absolutely nothing. They have people with a serious mindset, leadership, and more vision, what plans. Nema yawo, even UK in the half. UK will go do that. UK will oil. Debe na UK will human resources and then okwa no pardon no mo yem kurun to dwuma ni nyuma hunu okọ ya fan saying omo shop akese nipa omo pagya warehouse nipa omo pagya niema koba e Ghana for
niema kwa omo kakra na mpo de Scotland mpo na wo England ho mpo de omo nkra de obo.
But look at the level of development now you be a gate kakra be Ghana nurses omo so omo ho de call but we have all these things ye mu nipa okroma say the nipa ye ne say my be politician na me da VA team na o hia wa no 100 Ghana amount sa kwase ya politics no na didi team de tete kroma enti na dwene ne say otimi ko ayiase no oyisika manipa. That is leadership. No, leadership is about making lasting impact on human life, improving people. Because we
now when I say they want to improve people's life,
exactly. Some culture say yahano poverty has been made a deliberate political tool. Yeah, they subdue
to
people
make the
into
affluent more powerful.
And at the end of the day, you are always in the gutter. Oh yes sir, oh one yes sir. Now I'm 500. So maybe a crowd now talent ne potential wo mu no. Eso che nipa na almost 500 no. What I say?
So na politicians onye ye no man go school.
So I think say you see, sir me kona me ko beg na yenhu me mobo na yenye say no. I am telling people say na President Mahama ka say your friend say Africa ehia a seat our UN Security Council
yeah.
So what be say say since yes sa council no be seat na Argentina Africa nya rep anya say ye mu ye ho
55 countries ye ni rep
ye mu ye ho na look at how vast Africa is and the world they contributed to the development
and
of the world.
And he mentioned about Sir Vito, you know.
Yes.
Only 5 countries now mom say right.
Yes.
Or no to me Vito how?
So Africa no why you near ye. That is the thing.
Thank you.
When they see Africa, they see disease, they see Cote d'Ivoire. Because train kwaya ye de na seno. Cote d'Ivoire for the dying. Indeed, your train cannot even enter Cote d'Ivoire. This you see, and I live a life I don't like blaming others. We need to
maybe any go stars to take Algeria take.
Yes, so we must begin to accept responsibility. Say yanka say sha say name ya American team for phone for us me the deportees but momra maji omo you can't do that. If you respect yourself no why you name ya and in the first place African youth no free say omo ni djuma no mo so omo kwa na mabrochire abrochire no abrabo no enya de ketwa o amanfo free say wo kwa e na tete no na sa adwene no wa amamfo tim ba ne ebre no how na amane dodo na battling with depression and no sa TikTok ya nkwa na merwafo ntwitwi ne se no TikTok kan kwasa asem ni nyina depression because I no obi on be di nkomokro ni bi do that's all ntwitwi ne se no TikTok na ke kan sem hunu no guma no back home. Let us make this place a better place na ya people fancy coming back na ya tutu ye niema ya o kwa abrochira na ebia obi bese we na holiday bi na woko but enam say niema nkoye niema new obi ada sorry and vision is obokwa abrochire ni nasefo nom enti African leaders na no ya can Trump buy ya or cancel this your friend say USAID on yearly basis could dash Africa over $11.4 billion. Then you take that thing off the table, no? Ubi sounds a healthcare at the same because health young kasa or ya pomuden is the wealth of every nation. Adentina young committee march into investing some of these things. Young China American fasika mransa. Trump is adding from say a wake up call to us as Africans because if you will not invest in your health, you're not going to sit down for America some fasika mransa. Now that would win him answer.
But once me bisa bibi about the Israelites no, mfa say Jews no. Say almost yema omo de because sa reparation asemi a woken omo enya omo de o show my numbers now they compare your numbers now didn't na yen bi okay in as much as that your argument is valid you might not use the money for anything but don't we deserve it
reparation omutu ama hwan
so omutu ya na ya cheche
omutu ama hwan no omutu ama Ghana ha na ya ba hwan na na ya fa no kwen na hwan no fa na ya fa no kwen na hwan na ya de ma no
so be the bay development project the bay akwan
argument we start here ne senka enyansa wo ma nka motie dada enye na start here
o Davi mu ina
so it means that they don't even see you as a serious people who make it any valid way what I say me say that chapter is gone. Me I don't even like revisiting that reparation that thing they say yankase yen take your destiny because fortunately for us abrofo
the human rights violation is anu man ina no ye nyai ba
no the din no and dey na be sesa na the human rights violation no nipa na ye ton mo cause slavery anya wona nanom na ton mo ohene na boabo nipa no wo kosa nsuo na yakota wuram na yakocho na yaton na edisika ma kwa bibini ohene na waton na odo ko abrofo no never forcefully took anybody away from this country. You see, that is a reflection of who we are. We are very dangerous people, I keep telling you. Abrofo never forcefully took anybody away. But where be forceful, let's say ya turn why do ko duru nsuo na no from there going there is force. But ya nkrofo na ko ebirum ko tete nwura na ya chi ni party say be ya kwache ya friend say otwen wo nwuram.
There are people also argue say Europeans and Western world, you know, and they baby omo won here because say omo exploiting.
Now war resources no they want to be am fa am wa ho. You see some of these arguments we say we are and America will not